Alright, hello everyone. I should be live now, although I don't know if there's anyone actually here, but that is the nature of streaming. So, I have messed with the settings since the last stream. Hopefully, we will get less lag today. I'm going to test it out real quick. That's going to be the start of this stream. We'll see. So far, so good. My computer is still spinning up its fans when I run around, but I'm not getting dropped frames, and I'm not getting encoding overloading, so I think this might have worked. Yeah, I think we might be good. I'll have to go view it on the actual Twitch page to make sure, though. I'll load that up real quick. We have definitely learned a lot about archaeology since the last stream, although I'm not going to be able to remember it all offhand. But, like, we know one of the ways to get Dragon Maddox now, we know what the pylons are for, all sorts of things. Alright, so here I am looking at my stream. Let's see what it looks like real quick. Yes, okay, so my sound works. I have quite a stream delay, but that's okay. Just waiting for my stream to catch up with me moving around so I can see what the lag is like on that. Any minute now, it will happen. There we go. That looks to have worked. It got a bit choppy, though. A little bit choppy. I'm going to lower the quality slightly, and then we'll start the stream proper. The nice thing is that since I'm recording this locally as well, when I upload my VOD on YouTube, it won't have the major lag issues that anyone viewing live will see. So the VOD is the best experience if you don't want to chat. Anyway, okay, so now let's begin. First off, I got these keys here. I guess we'll use those. Maybe we'll get to see the selection thing. That's kind of why I wanted to save them, but no, we didn't get lucky. I was hoping we could see the XP selection screen to see how silly it looks, but nah, whatever. Yeah, in between now and the last stream, I did a little bit of Big Game Hunter because it turns out that's one of the sources of Dragon Mattox. So that is good stuff. Didn't get one, obviously. Would have been nice. They're worth hundreds of mils right now, as far as I know. Or at least they were a few hours ago. But I have no idea what the drop rate is on those, and we're probably nowhere near lucky enough to get that. But anyway, let's go ahead and head on over to Carid-et. I've learned a little bit more about archaeology, and I think our best bet is to finish that first collection right away, so that is what we will work on. I do need to get my stuff out of the bank. I kind of banked everything. Bank chest is right here. Tiny little bank chest. Alright, so what did I put in here that matters? I've got these things. I don't really care about those. I got more Twitch chest things. That's where I got more of these sheets from. We needed this, and I'm keeping my crow notes with me just to keep track of how many I have. We have a training dummy damaged. We have the crest of Dagon damaged. I destroyed those sheets of paper that we got, the story things from in there, because they just get stored in your archaeology journal thing anyway. So we don't need to keep those around. Anything else that I would want? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I'll grab this just so I remember it exists. I don't really care about filling my inventory with junk right now. Yeah, I think that is all that we need. Alright, let's get this organized. So what I need to do then is look at my restoration log, I guess, because I want to see, for the Zerosian stuff, what we still need. So we need the light crossbow, the gladius, the square shield, the figurine. That's it, I think. Yeah, 4 more things needed to finish that first set, because we have to finish a set so that we can become an assistant at level 40. So I believe the crossbow is out here. Yes, the light crossbow. That's what we'll start today working on, because why not? Soon we'll get to level 30, be able to get a better Mattock. That'll be some good times. So I've kind of learned some details about how the whole thing works. So Mattocks have 2 different stats on them. They have precision and focus. Precision is how likely you are to make progress on this, I believe. And then focus is how likely you are to get a material. So basically, the higher level your Madoc is, the more materials you will get versus gravel or soil or whatever, which is nice. There's also some other things that I have found out about under leveling benefits. There's certain situations where you'll get better sprite focus, better screening XP, etc., etc. Interesting fact for ancient summoning is that apparently it right now requires that you have a shiny cow from the player-owned farm. They might change it, and I don't think it needs to be changed necessarily. The problem is that they just didn't tell us about it, because it can be frustrating to have the skill come out and you're already max summoning, but you can't use it because you have to breed something. Hey, look at that. We got the right thing first try. Good stuff. We have all the items for it already, as I had hoped. We'll go finish this real quick. But yeah, I think it's fine as a requirement. They just really should have told us about it at least a week ago. Oh wow, we can actually finish this thing? Not realize. Maybe I should. We're holding off on that. We're focusing on Zerosian for right now, because I really want to get to the assistant qualification as soon as possible. Daily challenge. That's right, I did get a daily challenge for it as well. But since the XP is half a normal daily challenge, it won't be super amazing. Still, I think I'm going to hold on to this daily challenge and try to remember to hand it in later. I'll probably forget, but I need to hand it in before the reset, obviously. But I don't need to hand it in right now. Anyway, we can, however, hand in right now the old archaeology thing that we got. The Venator light crossbow. Also, since I'm not using combat, I could... Oh, do I not have an available one? Here we go. I thought I had an available one. Let's see if it'll let me. I had trouble on my main account getting this to actually go over here. There seems to be a bug, at least on my laptop, where when I try to drag something, it'll just do whatever the left-click option is instead. It was really annoying. It took me literally 10 minutes to get it dragged over to there. But once it's there, you can teleport. That's nice. Anyway, we were handing it in to Volusia. I think I am pronouncing her name correctly. Tribute. Here we go. Got some more chronotes. Got some more, I don't know, completion. That's what we got. I kind of wish that you could just teleport to the dig site from this thing, but this is good enough. Carrot et. So on my main account, I've also been doing archaeology. My main account is in the low 30s, I think, for levels. Speaking of that, actually, when I woke up today, the highest level person on the high scores, I think, was like level 71, 72. So the person in the stream yesterday who said they were hoping to get to 70 on the first day, I doubt they did. Interesting little fact, though. I think it's fine, though. It's fine if it takes like a full 24, 30 hours to get to level 70. Because, you know, people aren't being super efficient right now. Things will get faster in the future. I think it's fine. It takes that long to do that. Anyway, what else did we need? Did we need... I think we needed the square shield, right? And that comes from this one, as far as I remember. Yeah, on my main account, I finished the first Zerosian set. 2 levels higher. It was pretty easy, overall. You can definitely feel the effect of the higher material chance and rates of things from being higher level, having better Maddox and stuff. So, it's definitely noticeable. Just in these short levels already. The interesting thing, too, is that unlike in other skills, at least, the hero Maddox is actually better. It has better focus than the tier 90 Maddox, which I think for everything else that we have like hero stuff for, it's like the same speed for everything. It just has extra effects. But this one actually has a thing. Oh, and the pylon. Let's check out what it's at. So the pylon is, unfortunately, as I had hoped it wasn't, a thing where you have to be here when it goes off. It's all worlds contribute to this. And when it goes off, I think you get 30 minutes of an effect where there's a variety of benefits. One of those benefits being that you have a chance at getting an Inquisitor bow piece, which is amazing, worth a lot of money. So we'll definitely want to be here when it goes off. The problem is that we're not going to know when it goes off unless it announces it. I don't know, I think I was at work when it went off yesterday. It progresses surprisingly slow. But you do have to sacrifice your pylon batteries. So things about pylon batteries, first of all, charging Shadow Anchors is a one-time thing, so I should do those first. At least the 2 that are right here, because there's 8 of them as far as I know. And they reveal a guy. The guy here is standing right here. And he'll give you 40 pieces, like 2 sets of 20 of pieces of whatever, like Imperial Steel and stuff. So we'll want to do that. And you can't bank pylon batteries, which is really annoying. It's because they give scaled experience, which, honestly, I would rather just be able to bank them so I could save up a ton and then dump them all in the pylon at once when I wanted to do it. Hey, look at that. Custodians log, page 3. I've never had the pleasure of incarcerating a projected demon form before. Basically, this one is about how they want to trap a demon and they have to like break some rules to do it, because normally it's easier to trap something, but since it's a demon, that could just go back to Infernus or whatever. Hey, the Spicati Apoterasaur come out of hiding. Hooray! Yeah, basically that's the gist of that one. And actually, I think it's the 4th one, or maybe the 2nd one. One of them tells you the secret to the code for this, which is that you have to figure it out based on the people in the first one, all those prisoners. Something about how they're sentenced or something, their level. Something, it tells you that it goes from purple, red, green, blue. But it's a level 47 area in there anyway, so we don't need to be in there, but once we get page 4, we'll be able to go in there. That is how it works. I've not actually looked inside of there. I decided I would save that for the stream, just so that I could have a first reaction, because I like first reactions. There's advantages to both, you know? Like for quests, I feel it can be good to already know what you're doing. That way you don't waste a lot of time. I feel like even with Desert Treasure, where I hadn't touched it in many years, like I was a lot more confident going into it because I did have memories of it. But oh well, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, and today I should have the Twitch chat appearing on the right side of the screen. I just had to set that up last minute, so it's not like placed anywhere. I didn't have time to test it. I just copied it from my BRB screen here, because I had it displaying on that already from when I streamed many months ago. So if anyone chats today, we will hopefully be able to see it here, and people will know who I'm talking to for the VOD. Be nice. We're almost level 29. Looking forward to 30 so we can get that Mithril Mattock, because that one gets a focus upgrade. I think Iron and Steel both have a focus of 1, but then Mithril goes up to 2. So more materials for us, which is very good. There we go. Nice. I'm not sure where these are, to be honest with you, because I glanced inside the fireplace on my main account, and the first thing I ran up to was like level 36. 36 remains or whatever, so I'm not sure where the lower level ones are. They must be somewhere around there. Oh, I kind of forgot to follow the... Right, I'm real bad about that. That's where the Alt 1 stuff comes in, because I think you can have it where it tells you if it's maybe... Yeah, it has moved to another location, so you can have it beep at you with that. That's the type of stuff I need to be built into RuneScape. Like, the fact that Siren Spirits make noise now is good, but the noise isn't quite sharp enough, I guess. Where a lot of times I don't notice it still. Especially if I'm distracted. Part of it's having to keep my volume set at a reasonable level for recording, though. That is unfortunate. Anyway, we're getting fairly close now to hopefully getting one of the pieces we need. We've been fairly lucky with not getting many duplicates. I think this is a duplicate? I honestly don't remember. Yesterday was a long time ago. I didn't even check if it was. Either way, we're gonna need more pieces, so it doesn't hurt to keep on going. For today's stream, I'm hoping to stream for about 4 hours. That's the goal. 4 hours from the start of the stream. Which would be the longest stream I've ever done. I forget how long my previous streams were, but I feel like they were in the 2 to 3 hour range. It'll be interesting to see. I've never done a stream where I've had to take a break before.
Oh, how wonderful.
Oh my. It's people. Just don't shut up. Who is Cat? I don't see anyone here named Cat. Oh, there's Cats. Alright, so we got Elemental Standard. Is that one that we needed? Let us find out. This is not what we wanted to do. It's useful for other things that we want to do. Alright, Zerosian. Okay, Square Shield, Figurine. No, we did not need the Standard. You have the Training Dummy. But we need the Square Shield and the Gladius. Those are both from here, right? Yeah, Gladius, Square Shield. It was Gladius, right? Now I'm doubting myself. I'm gonna double check this. Yeah, Gladius. Okay. So yeah, basically we're just gonna have to stay here. Keep making more. I'm looking forward to this pylon going off, though. I'm really hoping that it'll happen during this stream and that we can get it. I think, 2 or 3 hours ago, it was at 30-something%. So, in theory, it would go off by the end of today's stream, but we have to pay attention to it, too. That's the hard part. But just imagine if we did get a piece of that staff, because those things should be selling for over 100 mil, I would think, considering how hard it is to do. I don't know if you just do here. Oh, that just reminded me as well. I do know how to get the hero Matic as well, which is that I guess I'm not sure exactly how. If it's just anywhere in the world you can just be excavating and you'll find it, but there's a key that goes to some type of safe or display case or something in the upstairs area in the guild. And it's Guildmaster Tony's Matic that you can get. I think it's only a chance at it. I think that you probably have a chance of getting other things, but it could be either or. It could be that the key's really rare and you're guaranteed it, or that the key is a little less rare but you only have a chance. But either way, that's how you get it. It's good to know that. Now we know if we get a random key to be excited because we have a chance of getting a super amazing item. I forget if we know what the effect of it is besides it just being slightly better at finding materials. But we'll find out. I'm sure everything will be discovered shortly. Because I mean, we can load up right now. I can. Oh, I've had my stream on in the background. That's probably not helping my internet any. Oh, not smart. But I think it is running a lot smoother today than it was yesterday. If not, I'll fix it tomorrow. I'll be able to go over this one as well. But anyway, skills, archaeology. Let's look at the high scores. You can't see it, but I can. Highest level in the high scores, we've got 3 people at 74. 75 is another one of those big milestones in my mind. Yeah. It's good stuff. Is 75 around 1 million experience? I forget. Because it was 100,000 for 50, right? About 1 million for 75. I could be wrong on that. But it would feel right. You know what? I'm looking at the high scores. I can just see that 73 is 1 million. So yeah, it's around there. Obviously, it can't scale perfectly evenly, otherwise you would have 10 million at 99 or whatever. Can't scale quite right. Yeah, I need to go get my Ring of Visibility so that we can take care of this thing when it happens, because those could be very useful. Now, on my main account, I only got Imperial Steel and something else that's also like a silverish square. It wasn't Third Age Iron. I think it was something you get from one of these ones over here. Can't really remember. But the point is that that was all that I got from both of them, so I don't know if it's a fairly limited selection, if it's even random, or what. It might not be random. We'll find out if we get the same thing on this account, then we will know. But I'm hoping we can get inside here pretty soon. I only got one page to go. Oh yeah, my Lorehound is gone because they confirmed on today's stream that the Lorehound does nothing. And I don't want to listen to that crap if I don't have to. So no Lorehound for us. I'm happy about that, honestly. It'll be interesting. So, based on what I'm seeing, it might be another day or two until we get our first 99. It's kind of hard to say because obviously XP scales, but I don't know, the levels are definitely slowing down right now in the 60s and 70s, it would seem. Even if things get slightly faster XP rates. People were saying you get like 10k XP an hour at level 60. Which, I mean, it's not that bad, but it's not that good either. But still, like, compared to Divination, this skill is much better. I don't remember what my opinion on Divination was when it came out. I kind of want to go back and rewatch my episodes when it came out. Because I kind of alternate between trying to give things a fair chance and being really critical of stuff. So it's hard to remember what my opinion was on Divination. It definitely lowered over time. Just like Hunter, it's like I think I was probably mostly fine with it to an extent until I got into like the 60s and 80s and stuff, and it's just like, oh, I'm sick of this skill. But when I think about it, sadly, like they were talking about how like, oh, we did ancient summoning, ancient invention. There's so many opportunities here. Like, it would actually make a lot of sense to have ancient divination be divination to 120. So even though the skill sucks, like, if they could do a different training method for those last 21 levels, maybe that would be an option. It's definitely a skill that would kind of make sense to go to 120 since it partners with the other 120 skill of invention. So who knows? Sadly, I think that would make a lot of sense as an ancient skill. Expansion, not an ancient skill. I don't know if they've had that idea. That's just something that I came up with myself when I heard them say that. Someone had joked about ancient agility. Obviously is nonsensical, just conceptually. Hey, we got the square shield. Do we have everything we need for it? So I can go turn it in. Where is it? There it is. They're so dark. I always miss them. Yes, we do have everything. Let's go restore this guy. Get it turned in. Get that little bit of XP for repairing it. Hopefully that'll get us, I think that should definitely get us 30. And we will also use this trip to buy us a new mattock. Alright, looking at my stuff while I run. Nothing went into the red. My CPU got up to 77%, but my stream upload notificator thing stayed green, and I didn't get any encoding warnings. So we might be good. I might have gotten my settings to a point where it's reasonable. At least as reasonable it can be with my current internet and computer setup. My computer's starting to get old enough where I have to think about potentially upgrading it. Which kind of sucks, but you know, it has to happen eventually. Problem is, I'd hoped that it would happen at the point where I could get a cheap upgrade, you know? But like a GTX 1060 isn't that much of an upgrade from my current card. word I'm looking for there. That's unfortunate. Alright, contribute that. Now we just have the Gladius and the Maximus figurine to go. We will go ahead and get rid of our soil while we were here. I need to remember to grab my Ring of Visibility. Well, apparently, I hadn't even noticed, really, or paid attention that there was 2 different types of screening here, but they're the exact same. It's just a graphical thing, whether you want to use water or use not water. That's nothing important there. I hadn't even considered the idea that there could be a difference between the 2 spots. Didn't get level 30, though. That was a lot less XP than I thought we would get. Which is unfortunate, because now we're going to have to come back here right away. Unless, maybe I can restore one of these things and get rid of it. We have to restore 25 things in order to become an assistant anyway, so redoing some might not hurt. And what I didn't realize, and I'm sure they'd mentioned this before and I just wasn't listening that closely because I kind of wanted to be spoiled, not spoiled and stuff, but, like, once you finish one of the collection logs, like with Volusia, once you give her a whole set, you can do it again. Which I did not realize that was the case. So that is another one of the uses of these duplicates, if you don't want to disassemble them or whatever. Yeah, we can definitely work on that real quickly. What is this guy saying? What if we... It is kind of like holding hand. If he was using his other hand. But all characters are the same handedness in RuneScape. You don't get to choose left or right-handed. Anyway, let's deposit all the junk we got from that. Let us look into this. You know what? I'll restore this, because we're going to have to restore it eventually. Okay, you need to do one of these in order to... You need to do 2, actually. There we go. Level 30. Yeah, level 30 in all skills. You better watch out. I am extremely skilled. Oh, hey, Joshua. I just noticed your chat. I woke up really early for this. I wasn't expecting you this early. And now I see how the text is showing up on the stream now. It kind of blocks my level stuff. That's unfortunate. Yeah, today I've got my chat in a different spot. I should probably move things around and get it where I can actually see it without thinking about it. Yesterday I had it in a better place. There. There, now it's on the same screen as the game, so I'll actually see it whenever you talk. You know what? I just completely forgot to buy my new mattock. Got so distracted. Alright, Mattock. Give me that mithril mattock. It's weird how this one appears in a different spot, but... Well, now that you're here, though, you can tell me whether or not my stream is actually functioning properly. Because the problem with having no one viewing is I don't know if I'm lagging terribly or not. Yeah, I'm the type person where I would wake up right before going to work if I had to. Like, an hour away. That text is a little big on the stream. I'm gonna have to mess with those settings at some point. I don't even remember where I set them up. Alright, so we need the Gladius, so I will continue to excavate these legionary remains for now. Hopefully we can get lucky and get the correct one so that we don't have to keep messing around with other stuff. Now we have the increased power of the mithril, so maybe it'll go a little faster this time around. At least get more materials as well. trying to think of all the things they talked about in today's RuneScape stream. Because they discussed a lot of random things about invention. I don't really remember all the different things discussed. There were some interesting things that we've discovered so far. I do know that we're not going to be able to get to the fiery part of the infernal source anytime soon. I think we're at least a handful of levels away from even thinking about that. There's a puzzle getting there as well. We'll at least getting there today. Maybe we'll get some other good things. Oh, I've been good. I've been doing a little bit of Big Game Hunter this morning because we found out that's one of the ways to get the Dragon Madoc. And I guess whenever people were first doing that, they were selling for like 600 million each. They're not that expensive anymore, but even if I got one and sold it for 100 million, that would be amazing. But I have no idea what the drop chance is, and I only got to do maybe an hour of Big Game Hunter. Last stream, we got up to level 28. I didn't do anything too interesting. We got in here from the outside, I think, during the actual episode. So then this time around, last stream, I excavated all the way up to here. And we messed around in the infernal source, I think, a little bit. And what else? I decided that I was going to finish up the first collection of Zerosian stuff so that we can be ready to become an assistant once we hit level 40. I'm trying to remember anything else happened. The last stream was only an hour long, and I did upload the VOD for it on the YouTube channel. But a lot of that stream was just me trying to figure out, like, if things were actually working. Oh, let me see on my view if that is your lag or if it's my lag. I'll load up the stream on my computer and see how it looks. It's hard for me to tell if it's my internet. Alright, looking at this, I'm going to spin my camera around and see how that looks. That's what's really going to push the frames. Just gotta wait like 20 seconds for the stream delay to catch up. Still hasn't caught back up. Okay, there we go. Now I'm spinning around. It got a bit laggy whenever I spun my camera around, but it recovered when I stopped. So I think my stream is relatively okay for the lag. I can lower the bitrate a little bit. I don't think that'll make a big difference on how things look. I'll lower the quality by 1 stage. Oh. I don't know if that'll help you at all, but about all I can do, really. So slowly lower the quality. Oh, yeah, you can definitely feel the difference, because in just this short time, I'm already almost done gathering this next artifact. There we go. Ah, we got a duplicate. That sucks. We're gonna have to keep going. At least it doesn't take long anymore. As long as we keep doing low-level areas as well. Because this is what? Yeah, this is a level 12 spot. I can also try not to move the camera around, because I have a bad habit of spinning the camera around whenever I'm not doing anything in that bad. Yeah, it's kind of a bad time for me to be starting to stream because my internet has been worse than normal these past couple weeks because of everyone being home. And I don't think that my area has the best setup for wiring, so we're probably all sharing the same internet more so than we should be. I've definitely seen a few times over the past week where I've had my internet slow to a crawl, but hopefully it doesn't hurt the streaming too much. Hopefully it's just download speed that's slow, not upload. I don't know what our goal should be for today's levels. I would say 40 would be nice, but I don't know how realistic that is. Seems like it might be realistic. It'd be really nice if I could get that assistant ranking today. But if not, tomorrow's stream is probably going to be a really long one. I would imagine, if I can actually do it, that it would be like a 6-hour stream at least. Because I really want to get progress done. Oh, that reminds me, something I hadn't discussed yet on the stream was that I looked through the full list of the relics and I decided which 3 I would want. Because I've said before I want the Abyssal Link one. But also there is one that reduces damage by 5% if you're below 50% health and 10% if you're below 25% health, so I want that one. And unfortunately that takes up most of the available relic power once you get to the max. So then my third and final one, it's kind of a hard choice because none of them are particularly like ones that I would want to stick with forever, but there's a thieving one that makes it to where you thieve forever until you get caught, which could be very nice for like gathering easy clue scrolls from ham members and stuff like that. So I think that'll be my third one. Unfortunately, all of these are like the lowest level one of those is like low 80s in archaeology level. So I'm probably not even going to be messing around with relics until I get into the 80s. Which sucks, but you know, that's how it is. I don't see the point in activating other ones really if I'm not going to use them. They don't really help much with archaeology itself, and that's the main thing I'm going to be doing up until I get 299. It'll be a lot of fun once we have that. That damage one will definitely be useful for the bossing stuff. I'm probably going to do a few more key boss things, like getting the Kiln Cape will probably be something I do after we get Archaeology 99. I think that is something that is good. Yeah, I agree. It would be nice to be able to put them up on display. Unfortunately, I think the best place for that would be the player-owned house, and Jagex doesn't want to touch the player-owned house. Oh yeah, it's definitely looking like 99 archaeology is probably, let's see. If it took this much time for people to get to level 75-ish, I mean, it's gotta be, I don't know, like 80 hours to get to 99. Especially for someone who's not efficient. Oh hey, we got page 4. Let's go dump this and we'll go take care of the puzzle real quick and get a look in there. Glance at the page real quick. This is a short one. Basically saying that they wanted to eat the prisoners, but the person's like, no, I'm a good prison guard. I don't eat my prisoners. Good stuff. They have morals. But anyway, turns out that I was wondering where to get the dial, and all you do is just talk to this guy. Like, any joy figuring out this door yet? Maybe. I found a couple of pages from the prison custodian's journal. I wonder if there's a clue within them on how to open this door. That's great progress, as is mine. I found the missing dial. Here, you do the honors. Kind of anticlimactic, if you ask me, knowing there's a missing dial and he just gives it to you. Alright, so now we gotta do the code. Yeah, I never really got much into modding Skyrim outside of graphical mods. I'm kind of a purist for stuff like that. Alright, I gotta remember this code. I just said it earlier, too. Yeah, I usually don't mess around with mods in, like, story-driven games, mods that mess with it too much. I prefer mostly cosmetic and bug fix mods, maybe convenience. But, I don't know. It worked. We solved the mystery and got a level. Now we can use Cobalt Skill Champas, but I don't have any. Alright, let's go in here and see what this looks like, because I have not seen this at all. Alright, we got Ancient Gravel. I wonder... Alright, this is 47, right? Yeah, I knew that. There's not much to do in here at my current level, but at least we can see it. The door here that... I don't know if that opens up or not. Looks like it might, but nothing back there we can touch. Yeah, this is where we will be probably in tomorrow's stream, I would imagine. Definitely not going to get here today. Let's go back out here and keep trying to get our Gladius. It would be really nice to get that Gladius at some point. Oh, I forgot to get my Ring of Visibility too. Dang it. Oh well, we're about to get another one. Got a 33% chance of getting the right one. Yeah, it reminds me of, like, they added a machine down in the, what is it, the Smoke Dungeon or something? It's that Slayer dungeon in the desert. There's a machine down there that's been completely useless for so many years. Just like, when can we use it? Or the thing near Laniakia. Dang it, we didn't get the right one. The thing near Laniakia where it's like a ripped up cage, like something came out of the cage. And it's just been there for a year now, and it's just like, ah, what is there? That is probably one of my biggest complaints about Jagex, is the stuff that they do. They tease stuff, and then they just don't do it for so many years, or ever. Though you can't really say ever, because they can still do it, like how we finally got Fossil Island after so many years. But yeah, I like things to be finished. I'm a completionist in that regard. I don't like leaving things unfinished. I want to get into the gnome city of Arpusandra and all that stuff. It doesn't have to even be that special. I don't know, however, what's down here. That is a mystery to me. I know there's stuff down there, but I don't know what level it is, what the secrets are. Kind of feels like we're just jumping down there, and then what's the story with over here that we can already get to? Who knows? Gotta pay attention to this. Yeah, Fossil Island, it was way too long. And we didn't even really get Fossil Island because they didn't want to just copy old school, so then they gave us Fossil Island back when it wasn't Fossil Island, which is, you know, interesting and all, but it's not really the Fossil Island that we were originally promised back in the day. Yeah, I don't know how I said it, or how it's supposed to be said, but I always pronounced it in my mind Hazelmere, or Hazelmere, depending on how I don't know what other words I'm saying next to it. I always pronounce things wrong, like, Gyarados in Pokemon, I would always pronounce it Gyarados. I did that for 20 years, I think. Not 20 years, but 10, 15 years I pronounced that wrong. Even when I knew it was wrong, I still pronounced it wrong, because I preferred it. Just like Berthope, I still pronounce Berthope, even though I technically know it's Berthorpe. But for Hazelmere, I just don't know how they actually pronounce it, because most of the times they shorten it to HSR when they talk about it on stream. And I'm sure they've said it a few times, but I don't remember how they said it. Oh, Hazelmere? Yeah, I've never pronounced it that way. I guess it makes sense, though, if his name is actually based on Hazel. Oh. So is he actually named after the town, or is it just a coincidence? That's the question. I'm older than 20, that's for sure, but the reason I corrected the 20 was because 20 years ago, Pokemon was just coming out, and I definitely didn't know that it was pronounced Gyarados 20 years ago. I don't know how many years it took me to find out how to pronounce it, but I would say it it would have at least been 2005 at the earliest that I would have found out. It's actually Gyarados. Oh, we're almost at the next artifact. Let's hope we get the correct one this time. This is the worst luck I've had so far on getting the correct artifact. My main account kept getting the correct one over and over. Yeah, I think, was it 1999 or 98 that Pokemon came over to America? I think, started kind of with the cards. I didn't actually ever really play the card game. Like, I tried to play it a few times with my brother, but he was younger than me, so he was too young to even really care about playing it correctly, and I don't know, I've just never been big on playable card games, so I collected all the cards. I have hundreds upon hundreds of Pokemon cards in my closet at my parents' house that I haven't brought over to my apartment because there's just not enough room. There we go, we got the Gladius. Yeah, I've never been into playing card games, I just collect. I do remember getting both Pokemon Red and Pokemon Yellow, I believe, for my birthday. The year after they came out. I think they came out a few months before my birthday or something. The previous year. My birthday's near the start of the year more than the end. Deposit all. I am a collector. I collect things. That's why I have a bank tab full of random junk in RuneScape. And it is just my dedication to this series that I don't keep even more junk and have even more problems with bank space. Because my main account has a lot of junk on it. I don't remember if I ever showed that in the, like, 1 or 2 episodes I've shown that account. But I collect all sorts of things. When I was a kid, I collected rocks, I collected Pokemon cards, I collected pencils and erasers when I was a real little kid. I collect games now. I have hundreds upon hundreds of games. Both digital and physical. Which is good for my main channel on YouTube if I would ever actually get around to going back to it. I've been meaning to. Yeah, it's a bad time to have a birthday. My mom and my wife both have their birthdays coming up within the next 2 months, and I don't know what we're gonna do for either of those birthdays because there's not much we can do. Yeah, I had a big problem where when I first got an Xbox 360, I was obsessed with getting all the achievements in games. And there were some games that I spent way too much time playing that weren't even that good of games because I wanted to get 100% of achievements. Luckily, like, the sheer number of games that I own now makes it impossible, and once it's impossible, I can deal with that. Well, yeah, you don't have a choice. I'm just saying, it's like, it's a bad to have your birthday near Christmas too, but you don't get to choose it's near Christmas. Because I had a friend who his birthday was like right around Christmas, and so they would just celebrate his half birthday, which was 6 months away from then. Because it's just a bad time to have your birthday if you actually want to get maximum celebration in. Yeah, I was lucky I got my birthday out of the way before all the chaos truly began. I forgot we were almost done gathering a new one of these last stream, so actually we might be lucky and get the right one right away. 50-50 chance on getting the right artifact here. Oh, but yeah, I was talking about achievements. Yeah, it's only once a task becomes impossible that I stop caring about it, because like in RuneScape, I used to really care about doing all the seasonal events, getting all the cosmetic items, but then Solomon's Store came out, and you know, we had spin to win to get cosmetics and all that, and that just ruined me on collecting that stuff. But other games I play, okay. Right now, I've mostly been playing like roguelike games. Like I play Risk of Rain 2. I play tower defense games like, oh, I'm trying to think of the name. Hey, we got the right thing. Do I have everything for it? I guess I can just go on Steam, load up Steam real quick. That doesn't lag everything. And that'll help remind me of the exact names of everything that I have here. But I played a little bit of PUBG back in the day. I haven't gotten around to that lately. I wish I had time to do stuff like that. I wish I could just be like an actual YouTuber streamer, because that would be a lot of fun. But obviously a lot of people wish they could do that, and it doesn't really work out. Alright, so games. Alright, there's Gemcraft, which there's 2 games in that series that I really like. The new one is Frostborn Wrath. The old one, I can't remember what that one was. But that's a really hard tower defense game. Frostborn Wrath is. I almost gave up on that one after I bought it, but once I got the hang of it, it was really easy. The other one on that is Chasing Shadows. I played 7 Days to Die a lot a few years ago, and I've been meaning to come back to it because they have updated a lot since I last played it. I was doing YouTube series on it, and I had a lot of fun in those series, even though it doesn't fully lend itself well to that format and my playstyle, but yeah, that's a lot of fun. I put a ton of time last year into Oxygen Not Included, which I don't even consider to be that good of a game, but it like hits that perfect blend of things that make me want to complete things in games, so I played it anyway, even though it was melting my laptop because it's poorly optimized and all that. Huge time waste. Wish I had never honestly played that game, but it was fun enough, I guess. Let's see, what else? There's the Creeper World games. Creeper World 3 was a lot of fun. Dungeon Warfare was the tower defense I couldn't think of earlier. 1 and 2 for those. Kerbal Space Program I used to play a lot, and I'm going to play the second one when it comes out. I only stopped playing that game because they weren't updating the planets, and I wanted to explore, and exploring is boring whenever the planets really barely change over the entire beta of the game. I really thought they would improve the planets more than they ended up doing in Kerbal Space Program. What else do I play? In terms of like shooters and stuff, the only shooters I play is PUBG, like I said, and Halo. I've played a lot in the past. I'd play Halo Custom Edition back when that was active, and I'm hoping it'll come back now that Halo games are all going onto the PC. But I mean, I could list a ton more games, but those are a lot of the recent ones. There we go, we finished the Contributor one. Alright, so that is one of the requirements for becoming an assistant done. While I'm here and thinking of it, I'm going to grab my Ring of Visibility. I'm not going to wear it, though, because obviously we want the chance at Hazelmere's signet ring. Okay, so the thing about Kerbal Space Program is, before I ever played it, I watched Kurt J. Mac's Kerbal Space Program series, like dozens of episodes of that. And the first time that I played it, I was already good enough at the game to actually do things. And I think that is what saved that game for me. Because I don't think that I would have played it very much at all if I hadn't already known how to do most of it before I ever actually played it. It's one of those things where Let's Playing can actually help out games on their sales, because I wouldn't have bought it if it weren't for Let's Playing, and I would probably not have played it much. And I ended up doing a lot of episodes in my own series on that. Right, so we are heading back here now. got to get the last 2 pylon batteries. I want to at least power up one of these shadow things before we move on to the next area. So that is what we will do. And I will gather... I'm trying to think which one I should gather from for this. I think maybe the one back here, because we'll need gold rune for the next area. This one gives gold rune. This is probably the one that makes sense to work on. Plus, it's the highest level one we can do here. But also, going back to Kerbal Space Program, they have updated a lot since I played it, because last time I played it seriously, there wasn't, like, heat damage from the atmosphere and stuff, which I had a lot of fun, like, flying into a planet at Mach 9 and then letting the atmosphere slow me down, and just barely slowing down in time before I hit the surface of Duna. And you can't do that anymore, as far as I know. You'd blow up unless you have proper heat protection. Yeah, I think the realism... Like, I wouldn't... Yeah, the completionism, but... Yeah, it's like... And that's the thing, though, like, for completionism, like, you can turn that stuff off in Kerbal Space Program, but it doesn't feel right to me anymore. Like, it's not fun knowing that I'm playing with less settings. There's some settings that I will gladly ignore, but, like, actual physics settings, turning those off, I can't do that. I have to play with them on, and then it ruins the game, kind of. But the sequel looks really fun. Hopefully hopefully it's as good as it looks, because we've gotten a lot of good sequels over the past year. A lot of great games. My RNG with the pylon batteries has been pretty bad on this stream so far. The other day I was getting so many pylon batteries left and right. Now it's just none. I want to activate this stupid thing. Yeah, my stream delay is definitely closer to the 25 seconds than the 2. Yeah, I have a really bad stream delay no matter how good your internet is. I know there's an option for a faster, but I don't know if I either can't use that option or I just haven't enabled it. I don't know. I wasn't, honestly, when I first set up this stream, I wasn't expecting to be really talking to anyone in the chat anytime soon. So when I first set it up, I was like, yeah, it's good enough. But I probably need to go back and look at all these settings that I chose a year ago. So far, I've only ever had one person show up in my streams, and they don't stick around for too long. Yesterday, we had one guy who showed up, and he was there probably 20 minutes, maybe, near the end of yesterday's stream. I mean, admittedly, it was only an hour-long stream, but... And it was laggier than this one, too, so the fact he stuck around is pretty... But I think it's really hard to break into streaming unless you're doing something... Because if you're doing something everyone wants to watch, then chances are bigger people than you are streaming. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of big RuneScapers streaming archaeology right now. So people are going to view them instead of me. And I don't have a big enough YouTube channel. And I don't have a regular streaming schedule for, like, my normal YouTube fans to come in and watch. And I just can't do a normal streaming schedule because my days off at work are inconsistent and times I'm available are inconsistent, just in general because of my computer being in the bedroom. So yeah, once I get my own room to have my computer in, maybe I can have a consistent stream schedule where I stream before or after work instead of on my days off. That might work better. And then I can actually become a streamer in addition to a YouTuber. Hey, we suddenly got all the pylon batteries in the world while I was discussing that. Alright. So let us pop on the Ring of Visibility. Oh, I'm going to dump my material. So we need 2 spaces in my inventory. Alright, power the Shadow Anchor. Be very purple in here, I think. Nice. I'm hoping tomorrow's stream will start 2 hours earlier than today's, but go on just as late as today's. That's my goal. Because today's stream is going to be 4 hours. I'm hoping 6 hours would be a good goal for tomorrow's stream. But we'll see how it goes. It depends on a lot of different things. Honestly, I might lose my voice from talking too much. Because at work yesterday, I was kind of having a bit of a sore throat from that. Went away after a few hours, but yeah, it was fun. Now, see, we got Imperial Steel and Zerosian Insignia. That's what I got on my main account, too, so that might be the only things you can start to get, whatever words I'm saying here. Alright, well, that is that. We can go ahead. I'm going to bank some of these artifacts. I was keeping them in my inventory because I thought I was going to complete them, but I don't know, should I? My problem is I don't yet know if the materials from these are useful. I can't even finish this one. I can finish this one, though. I don't know if Third Age Iron or Samurai Silk or anything is going to be useful in later levels, or if it's kind of low level only. I would assume it would be kind of level tiered, since there's so many new ones that there are around, so. I think I will just go ahead and make this standard. It's Primus Elementus Standard, because then we can hand that in to the other guy, which I've not seen where this other guy is. Okay, so Soran in Varrock. Where in Varrock is he? I cannot remember. You can get Unexpected Diplomacy. If I was going to activate any relic before level 80, it would probably be Unexpected Diplomacy, so it'd be good to make progress on that anyway. So we're gonna head on over to Varrock. I gotta find Soran wherever he's hiding. I'll look it up while we teleport. That's why I like having the slow home teleports. It gives me time to browse the internet while I teleport. He is southwest of Varrock. That's where I thought he might be. Gonna be over here, maybe? Here. Okay, he's gonna be over near the apothecary. Oh, that's cool. It's nice to have commenters that you actually recognize, because I never got many comments years ago. It's only ever since Jagex tweeted a few of my videos that I've started to see more regular commenting on my videos, which is nice because I've always been of the opinion that my videos aren't really for everyone, and I don't expect to be very popular in that regard. I still hope to hit 1,000 subscribers so that my channel can get things like community posts and monetization and all. But I don't expect to be getting there very fast. But it's nice to actually get, you know, like getting likes on the videos and stuff, because for the longest time, my videos wouldn't even get likes in general, unless they were about something really relevant. So it's very nice. It helps motivate me. I think it's part of how I'm actually able to get a more consistent release schedule right now. Okay, how do we get to his collection thing? Just right-click to it? We can just right-click to it. That is much better. There we go. So yeah, if we get them all 8, then we will get the relic power that I might actually use. But we can come back to that once I'm higher level. Use a higher level Matic to get through there. Anyway. Yeah, something I've been curious, and I've never gotten to actually ask someone who follows this channel, is how much stuff I repeat from video to video, because I feel like there's things that I just repeat every 10 videos, and it must get repetitive for people who actually watch them all, because I see people who say like, oh, I watched 100 of your videos, and it's like, wow, I don't know. If I try not to repeat stuff, but I just don't know if I actually do. I can't. There's no way I could go back and rewatch my own videos to see what they're like. That would be really annoying. Yeah, I don't do the thing where I like remind people to like the video or anything. I used to do that, but yeah, I don't care that much about likes, but it is nice to get them at the same time. And supposedly it helps with the videos. It's mostly annoying whenever I'll like put a lot of work into a video and then it gets just like one dislike and no likes. That can be a bit frustrating when I feel like I did an above average video and that happens, but that doesn't really happen so much anymore. Usually when I get dislikes, it's because I made a video about like a new release and a whole bunch of people come in thinking like, oh, this is a quest guide or anything. Yeah, I figured I repeated a lot. It's hard. I don't have that many talking points. I'm not interesting enough of a person, I guess. So I don't know. It's hard to keep track. This channel's been around so many years. It doesn't feel like it. It's been so long. I don't even know what all I've talked about anymore. Anyway, let's go ahead and head on inside here. So we can go ahead and toss this on here. This would have been the one that we got, the broken one we got from one of the chests. So now we're going to have to uncover this and gather one as just a regular artifact from the Lodge Art Storage. Immediately, this time sprite is just jumping all around. Wait. What just happened? The time sprite went from here to here to here to here? Did I imagine that? I have no idea. Is that a graphical glitch, maybe? I have no idea. Gotta rest my voice a bit, talking too much. Yeah, the nice thing about streaming, I guess, is that once you get people actually in the chat, they can provide stuff for you to talk about that isn't just repeating the same things over and over. It's just too bad that a lot of the stuff that I do, I don't feel people would really want to watch stream. Yeah, it's a direct continuation. I just, like, one episode, I don't know what number episode it is. I feel like I was around the 200s, maybe. Like, in the upper 100s. It's just, like, from that episode, the next episode's on the other channel. Because YouTube doesn't let you split things off onto another channel, but I didn't think that I would have much success mixing RuneScape with non-RuneScape videos in the long term. Like, I'd probably end up doing one or the other. No, it's fine. It's just, I don't know. Even when you're not here, I'm just talking constantly as if I'm still recording a video. I'm not good at sitting here silent, which I know I've watched other streamers and sometimes they just do go silent for, 30 seconds or something, but I have not yet learned that skill of being able to not talk when I'm recording a video of any kind. I keep seeing this vellum whenever I get it, and I think it's like, oh, it's a note or something, but it's just a resource. We have a lot of chronotes. I guess, yeah, because we got like 2,000 something from finishing that set. That's good. I don't know how much chronotes are selling for right now. But like, if we did the math, let's say they were selling for 3K right now. We have 4,963. That's 14 mil in chronotes if that's how much they were selling for. Like, I see the problem is that with my current streaming setup, I can't see how many people are watching the stream. So I don't want somebody to pop into the stream and just leave because I'm not talking. So, whatever. And I don't know, I don't mind just narrating what I'm doing anyway. Like, the only things that I would be doing other than talking would be maybe like watching videos or browsing the internet, and I can't do that while I'm streaming. So I might as well talk, even if no one's watching. Plus, if I'm uploading these as a VOD, if someone wants to watch the VOD and I'm not talking for most of the video, they're not going to watch the VOD. This way, you could watch the VOD, and it's almost like just a slightly lower quality episode of my Let's Play, just really long and, less interesting. This is more old style. This is how my series was in the first 100 episodes, where I would do an episode where I was like chopping trees or something, because at the start, my completionism meant that I wanted everything to be in the video series, and that worked for the early levels. And I thought that I might do like time-lapse stuff of me training for the later levels, but that's just ridiculous and doesn't really work, because I would have to constantly be recording while I play. So yeah, that idea went out the window. But yeah, this is more reminiscent of my early videos, I guess, where I would just do stuff and talk, and it was nothing interesting. Yeah, and I am also a completionist about VODs. So, like, whenever I was watching streamers more regularly, I would go back and try to watch every single stream they did. Probably contributed a lot to me uploading less videos, like, 2 years ago. Because that's when that was, like, my big Twitch time where I was actually watching a lot of streams. I don't watch that many streams. Honestly, I haven't watched any streams, truly, in maybe at least half a year. I got out of it because it just wastes so much time. I don't get anything done. I have to limit what I do that way. But yeah, I do things that I myself would like. So like, I would want VODs to be available, so I make my VODs available, even if nobody ever watches them. It's just an hour of uploading when I'm not using my computer, so it doesn't hurt. Now that I've got my recording software set up to where it doesn't lag, at least. Got a Saren Spirit here. I actually had a Saren Spirit interrupt the tutorial for me when I was on my main account. Like, they were in the middle of talking to me about using the workbench or something, and a Saren Spirit appeared. I mean, I didn't watch the entire archive, but like, there were some streams I would miss, and obviously, definitely back then, 2 years ago, they only had so much history. They'd only go back like a month. And I would watch at like a 10 or 20% speed increase as well. And I'd usually be browsing the internet or playing RuneScape while doing that. But still, yes, I did waste a lot of time on watching those videos. It was pretty ridiculous. And I still waste a lot of time watching videos. They're just not streams usually. Just regular old YouTube videos of a wide variety of content. I do wonder how much XP this thing gives once you get to level 38. Is it just gonna be like, oh, it gives you 2 XP instead of 1 XP? That'd be kind of funny. That's all it is at level 38. Now, it's affected my work. So my job is essential, so I'm still going to work. Obviously, we're taking a lot of precautions with cleaning and stuff at work. But actually, this is normally a slow time of the year for me. Like, normally I'd only be working like the low 30s in hours per week. And since the virus, like, I guess the week before the virus hit my area, I started staying late to get ready for it because I knew it was coming and I needed to get caught up on all my work. And since then, I've been working full hours, 40 hours a week. 1 week I worked overtime, 47 hours. After that week, they're like, yeah, we don't want to give overtime because it affects our bonuses as leads. So they're like, no, you guys don't get to work overtime anymore. So now I'm just getting normal full-time work, which is nice. has been cutting into my RuneScape, which is unfortunate because I could have been doing more archaeology instead of work. But it's good because for the first time, I'm sure I've discussed my money issues before. You've seen enough of my videos, I'm sure. But a lot of times I've not had enough money to do stuff, and this year I was getting caught up on all my money stuff. I paid off my car, I paid off my phone, and then this happens, and I just finished like saving up money, and so now suddenly I have more than enough money for the first time, basically since the near early days of this channel. This is like the best I've been off in terms of money. Which is not to say I'm rich or anything, it's just like, I don't have to worry about paying the rent. If I could lose my job and actually pay the rent for a month, which is nice. Yeah, it's like, it'd be nice to have the days off as well and stay home, because I could stay home. I could stay home the rest of my life and be happy if it weren't for money. Yeah, that's the thing, it's like, I feel really lucky to have an essential job because I don't have to worry about the money. I'm getting more money than normal. And people are all like, oh, thank you for working. And it's like, oh, you don't have to thank me because like I'm benefiting from this actually. And then our government is supposed to be sending us free money, and it's just like, that's just going to be extra money to me, which is amazing. Yeah, it's a good time to be an essential person, as long as you don't have the health problems. It sucks for anyone with health problems, because then you have to choose between your job and, you know, potentially dying. So, I try not to, like, brag about, like, oh, I got the money, but it is actually, personally, really good for me right now, compared to what it would have been. Yeah, overall, this year has been a really weird year, but it's gone really well for me as an individual. So, I don't know. I do suspect, however, that once things calm down, that things at my job might slow down the summer a lot more than they would have otherwise. But we'll see. I got no car payment, so whatever happens, I'm better off now than I was last year. I feel like this Mithril-matic is really making a big difference in my gathering speed. Either that or I'm just so distracted I'm not noticing how fast this is going. But it does feel like I'm getting pretty good progress on these artifacts. Yeah, it's nice. Like, when I first started recording this, I was living with my parents at the time, and I had just started my current job, and I had so much money. That's where I got this computer from that I use to record. I got my laptop that I had for the first 3 years. Oh, cars, though. My car, I bought it brand new 5 years and a little bit ago. And getting it home, I parked it in the garage, and something fell over and scratched the side of it. And then last year, somebody slammed their door into it and bent it up. It's kind of messed up. And it's got a few other things. The annoying part about my car is not so much that it's messed up, but that every single thing that has happened to it has not been my fault. Like, I've not been driving it for any of the things that have happened to it. So that's the frustrating thing about my car, but at this point I've given up on it. It's like, whatever, I'm just gonna keep this car. So whatever, if it gets messed up a little, as long as it still drives fine. It can have a few dents here and there. Luckily I've never been in a crash. That's something. But yeah, at the start of this whole Let's Playing thing, I had a ton of money. And then I got the car, I got the apartment, and all sorts of other things happened, and it's just now that I'm finally coming back out of it. Yeah, I have been lucky with one thing, though, is that when I was a kid, we used to have a ton of hail in this area. And in recent years, we've not had very much hail, and it's not been as big as it used to be. So I've never had hail damage to my car, even though more often than not, it's parked out in the open, either at my job or even at my apartments. But at least I've avoided hail damage, even if it's gotten all sorts of other damage done to it from other things. It's the one thing. Like, I did a trip to, I guess there was one time where I was actually driving and something happened to it, but that was a semi kicked up a little rock and put a little scratch in my windshield a year ago. That was the one time I was actually driving my car and something happened to it. No, I don't have any kids. Like, honestly, financially, we weren't even in the place to even think about that until recently. And we live in a one-bedroom apartment as well, so that wouldn't really work out too well. Like, already I'm so cramped for space that I have to record in the bedroom. It's like, having anyone else living here, that would be a problem. Might be moving in October. Yeah, we've gotten some good hail back in the day, but it's very rare now. I think it's only hailed maybe a few times in the past 5 years, when it used to be like every year we would have a ton of tornadoes, a ton of hail. It was crazy. And now we don't get as many tornadoes. We don't get much hail at all. You know, the climate has changed a bit in our favor, I guess, but it does get warmer, which is bad for Texas, because air conditioning bills and stuff. But snow, one time when I was a kid, I think it was 5th or 6th grade, we got enough snow, and it's not much snow in Texas to do this, but we got enough snow to get 2 days of school off in a row, and that was the most amazing thing. People were making snowmen, like full-size ones, which we've only had enough snow to make full-size snowmen like a few times that I can remember. But there was a good 10 years there where we got a decent amount of snow, and things have kind of calmed down. We didn't get any snow this last winter. Barely any ice at all, really. It was a warm winter. I hate warm winters too, because then there's a lot of bugs the next spring. Already there's all sorts of bugs flying around. As far as snow is concerned, yeah, living in Texas, I've not seen that much snow. It's like a few inches at best. My grandparents live in Indiana, and I tried going up there in January last year to hope that maybe I'd get to see snow, and it started snowing the day we left. So that didn't really work out. I honestly do want to, at some point in my life, experience like true snow. Yeah, Australia is kind of weird. As someone who's never been there, like, it's such a big continent. It's kind of lower down on the southern hemisphere, right? So it feels like when you don't know anything about it, if you didn't know Australia at all, you'd think maybe like southern Australia would be really snowy. But I never hear anyone talk about snow being there. It's like always just like this big Texas-like area, basically. Lots of big, open, hot areas. You guys had the hole in the ozone layer down there back in the past. I'm sure that was fun. I wouldn't mind visiting Australia. I know a lot of people online from Australia. Partially because of my sleep. Like, if it weren't for my job, I would be awake all night. And I knew a lot of Australians because of that. But yeah, I mean, it's in the southern hemisphere, the southern end of Australia is kind of closer to the pole, so you'd think it'd be colder. but I don't actually know what the temperature variance is between like the southern bit of Australia and the northern bit of Australia. I just know that I've never heard about snow in Australia, so I assume that there's not that huge of a difference. Yeah, because snow's not just temperature either, and being near the ocean can affect how much snow you get. I don't know. I was just thinking out loud. It's one of those things. Like, I know there's not much snow in Australia. No matter what I may say, it's like I know there isn't. Yeah, that is the meme that like all the animals in Australia are super dangerous. I definitely know about a lot. You know, there's that snake that like coagulates your blood or whatever, and all sorts of fun stuff. You can thank Steve Irwin for teaching us Americans about Australia back when I was a kid. If we don't get this fourth thing on this next one, I will be very sad. Oh hey, we got an actual page. Founder's page. This is an interesting one, so I already read it earlier because my main account got this. But the basic story is, I guess these guys are Zamarakians that were pretending to be Ceradominist, and they built this place. That is funny. I would not have imagined that. Especially because Australia isn't even that old of a country comparatively. It's just like how you don't have many world's oldest in America unless it's like modern inventions. You usually expect like Europe and stuff to have that sort of stuff. But I guess skiing is one of those things that could be anywhere. No, I guess it kind of makes sense though, you know. If you're skiing, you're not going to be running into poisonous snakes in all likelihood. It's survival, really. You gotta go skiing to stay safe. Makes total sense. I have actually gone skiing once as well. Not like on a mountain or anything. It was just like a normal, like mildly hilly area. I forget what state it was in. It was like New Mexico or something. We went out to New Mexico on one of my family vacations when it was really snowy. Like, really snowy for Texas and New Mexico standards, at least. We went out that way, and yeah. I was actually kind of okay at skiing for the first time. I have really good balance and stuff. Like my family went ice skating a few times, and I just took to it almost instantly when everyone else struggled with it a lot. My wife, she can't ice skate, but like me, like I rollerbladed a lot as a kid. And I was good at bicycling. Okay, well, have a good day at work. I'm sure it's crazy in your line of work right now. Probably crazier than mine. And this whole thing will be up on the YouTube channel later tonight. I'll upload it as soon as the stream is done in about 2.5 hours. Not that I really recommend watching this whole thing, because it's just going to be 4 hours of me doing this. But it'll be there for anyone who wants it. Completionism and all that. I don't delete my videos off my hard drive. I upload everything. Gotta have the full collection. There we go. Crest of Dagon. And we don't have enough Orthen glass for this. How do I not have enough Orthen glass? Didn't I get a ton of it from one of these storages? We don't get Orthen Glass from this, maybe? Is that it? No, we don't get Orthen Glass. That would be why I don't have enough. Dang, that sucks. Let's dump all my materials and then... No, I never made this, either. We have enough for this, but if I make that, I might not have enough for the other one. Yeah, I will try to get this Orthen Glass. How much did I need of it? Question. I guess I made the other one and that drained my Orthen Glass supply. So I need 7. Need this one that gives Orthen Glass. Who knows? Maybe the randomness gods will be on my side and give me all the Orthen Glass right in a row. Time Sprite was not on my side. He made me switch right away. I didn't look at what I got from this. Nothing. Next is 36. Eye of Dig. Yeah, 36 is the level for the stuff behind the fireplace as well, so I guess I will very soon be messing around with the fireplace. Very good that I'm about to get this. There's no glass here. Alright, Time Sprite. Like I've said previously, I'm really bad at following this Time Sprite if anything even remotely distracts me. Hey, we got page 3. Does that mean we got page 2? What happened to... Can you find the pages? I guess you can find the pages out of order. That is weird. That has not happened before. I've gotten so many pages, I've never gotten them out of order. Unless there's a place you can find page 2. Maybe that's it. I have no idea. I'm just grasping at straws here. I'm not getting any Orthen Glass. I guess I could buy it. But I don't know how much that would cost, and I don't want to just put in a ridiculous number and then accidentally pay that much. I'm not really distracted by shiny things. I call it tunnel vision, basically. It's just like, I have trouble focusing on 2 things at the same time unless I have something reminding me the other thing exists. So a lot of times I will be doing something, like there's been times where I've been doing Big Game Hunter, and in the middle of it I'll get distracted browsing Reddit or something and just get logged out because I got distracted for so long. Okay, now I got page 4. Where's page 2? I don't remember getting page 2. Yeah, it's a real problem. So in this case, it's the talking and the thinking about all the new archaeology things that is making me forget to follow the Time Sprite. We've really gotten no Orthen Glass. This is ridiculous. There we go, we got 1. I could try buying it. Just for you, since you're about to leave. I will test sell this one. Well, I know it was a joke, but it is true, I do have that problem. There's been times where someone's like tried to talk to me at work, but I'm just so focused on whatever I'm doing that I don't hear it. It is a real problem. Alright, so what is Orthen Glass selling for right now? 9k. Out of curiosity, what is Gold Rune selling for? I had a feeling Gold Rune would be worth more. Alright, so we need, what, 8 Orthen Glass? There we go. Orthen Glass. I will buy 8 of these, and I will offer, I don't know, 12k. Nice. To make up for it, I'm just going to sell these. There. I made most of my money back on that deal. Alright, Teleport. I hope I did the numbers right on that. Otherwise, I just wasted my money. Or my time. Either one. Alright, Infernal Source. No, not that. What is it? Amarakian, right? Okay, what am I missing? Did I mess up by one because I sold one? I did. Oh, no, wait. I got it right. Actually, I got one too many. It just doesn't count ones that are noted, apparently. Okay, Zamarakian. There we go. Crest of Dagon. And people who are rich can definitely skip a lot of stuff in this skill. Imagine actually being able to afford materials. Alright, let's do this. It's gonna shake up everything. I think. No, it didn't do anything? There it goes. I thought it shook. Here goes nothing. Apparently there's a bad smell in here. Don't know what it would be. Alright, so here we are inside the fireplace area. We're getting closer to the infernal source. I don't know... Okay, studying is not going to be anything we can do. Somewhere in here there's a puzzle to get to the next area, and I don't know where it is or what it is. They did it on the stream, and I wasn't even watching. I didn't think I'd get here. But I would assume that this is where the puzzle is to get to the next area. So we're gonna have to find something, I guess, that tells us how to fix this. Yeah, once we get to the next area from here, that's where things start to get really cool. I don't know what we need to do for that, but I do know that within the next 10 levels, so probably tomorrow, I think we'll be able to get to the next area of this. And I'm thinking I'll probably do another actual Let's Play episode at some point within the next day. I don't know if I'll do it before or after tomorrow's stream. But I think I'm going to do at least 1 or 2 episodes of Let's Playing this week on top of the streams. Yeah, so these should be like level 36, yeah. Then where are those things we unlocked at an earlier level, like 29? I don't know. Maybe they're in the first area, Garrotet. But I thought they were demon related. I think the skill guide's actually supposed to have locations for stuff. So, not dig sites. Yeah, well, I should be in the middle of streaming at this time tomorrow, with any luck. Assuming nothing goes wrong. The Harrowing Northeast excavation site. The Harrowing? Are we in the Harrowing? Can I view a world map of this, maybe? Dungeon of Disorder. Yeah, it's been nice chatting with you, too. I'll see you, hopefully, tomorrow. Good luck at work. I think I will actually also take a quick break, now that I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. I will be right back. Okay, and I am back. Got logged out while I was gone. How rude of the game. Alright, so, where was I? I had just gotten into here. Place does look pretty cool, I suppose. It's interesting that they designed it to look like a fireplace down here, too. But they did. They totally did. Alright, the daily challenge. I don't want to forget about that. I think I could go ahead and do that now. Might as well. I'll probably forget if I don't do it right now. There we go. 1,700 experience. That is not a small number, for sure. Didn't unlock anything particularly special, but it still gets us a lot closer to accessing the level 36 spots. I want to know where exactly that stuff is. I don't know where the thing we were looking at before the break. Not remember the name of it now. The Harrowing Northeast excavation site. Is it outside? Or is it somewhere in that underground area and it's just not the first one you run into? Or is it somewhere completely different and I just don't even know? I don't know. I think I'm going to look up on the wiki and see about that puzzle. Because I'm not a purist on puzzles. I don't care about solving the puzzles myself. I've done it a few times, but it is not a big deal to me. Alright. There are a bunch of things here. Okay, so where exactly is the thing? I don't see it on here. I don't think it is here. Or I'm blind. So it was harrowing. Do they mention the word harrowing anywhere on this wiki page? They do not. Okay, fine. What about Demon Hide? Demon Hide they list in the Cultist Footlocker, which they say it looks like it is down there. I would not have guessed that. Oh, look at that. We can. Yeah, you can do that with the other one, so I guess it makes sense that you can do that. They show it being somewhere else in here. Where exactly is this? I guess I can zoom the map out to see. I'd have to look at here. Okay, so looking at this, it's going to be right here. So it's actually the southeast, not the northeast. Would not have guessed that. I honestly would not have guessed that you would have to go further in the dungeon to get to the lower level spots. That is not the most logical layouts. I mean, it's realistic, perhaps, that hard stuff wouldn't always be further in the back. It's just not a general game design decision. Let's see. This is a lot of stuff back here. Is there anything else to see here? I don't know. You can excavate the material cache for Eye of Dagons. There's a bookshelf we can search. Is that how we're gonna learn the secret, then? No, apparently not. Why have a searchable bookshelf if there's nothing? Maybe the other one has something. Hey! Amor Dente. Oh, wow. I will take that. We're almost going to skip the need for this entire area. Except that, you know, we need completionism in this skill. Still, anyway, what I was going to look up was the puzzle. I got distracted by also needing this information, but anyway. Alright, so the mystery is Embrace the Chaos. You have to search all the bookshelves. There's 4 cultist diary pages by excavating. Okay. Still don't know the story with the Founder's Journal, actually. Let's look that up as well. Why did I not get the second one? Or did I bank it and not realize it? Genuinely don't know. I suppose, now that I think about it, and why I didn't think of this earlier, is a mystery to everyone in the world. But we just... No, I am missing book number 2. That is so weird. Why did that happen? Maybe one spot can give it and the other can't? I don't know. Genuinely don't know on that one. But anyway, so basically, I think how we're going to do this is I'm going to get one item from here, and then I will look into figuring this secret out. I mean, obviously we need the pages, so that kind of limits things there. But we can go ahead. I know I read page 1. It kind of feels weird to have them out of order. Lodge gets too busy at night. I've read this one before. They're like, oh, well, we're gonna get caught, guys. Better worry about that. Page 4. This is one I have not read before. What is Duke? The pet, but what type of demonic thing is he? Who knows? I'm sure we'll find out. If Duke's like a hellhound, or I don't know what, a gargoyle. You call a gargoyle a pet? I mean, they might. Evil people are the type of people who might call something sentient a pet. Who knows? But anyway, so we're gonna have to get 4 pages down here. We need to get that second page up there, although I'm not sure what that mystery does for us. Okay, so the first mystery just gives 1,300 archaeology experience, which admittedly, that would be pretty nice to have at this level. Maybe not so much later, that is the problem. Mysteries are definitely things that you kind of want to solve pretty close to the level you get them, so that they're actually a useful amount of experience. But is it worth sticking around there forever, just for the chance of getting 1,300? Probably. It probably is. Maybe I'll go back there and get that. I need to make these things. I don't know why I'm carrying them all around. I'm being stupid, but that is nothing new. I need to make this. This is what I really need. I know that needs made, and we might still have the stuff for it. Might not. But I will fill my inventory up with soil before we leave, so that we can go do another soil run. I will say, I think we might be on track to get level 40 today. That genuinely seems possible, and I'm really hoping that's the case. Because if it's not the case, I'll be sad. If we can get 40 today, then tomorrow we should at least be able to get mid-50s, I would say. I would hope that would be the case for tomorrow. And that's a pretty good stopping point for the week. I mean, I'm not going to stop, but I'm not going to make as much progress after then because I won't be able to stream all day. Something I forgot to mention earlier is that my schedule at my job changed for the rest of the week. They got me going in 2 hours earlier, so that I was thinking about streaming before work on Thursday and Friday, but that is no longer an option, unfortunately. Because if I did stream, it would probably only be for about an hour. I did that yesterday because the skill was new, but I don't see the point doing hour-long streams on Thursday and Friday. Alright. I guess we'll do one more run through this and then consider it full enough. We're at 50. It's amazing how often it ends up where 50 perfectly empties my inventory. Very strange. The way that randomness works. It'll be interesting to look and see at the end of this stream what the highest high score is, because it was 74 when we looked like an hour ago or something. What is the current highest high score? Obviously, you have to log out to update your high scores as well. So technically, there could be someone who's going like 8 hours without logging out. However long the limit is without logging out. I don't remember. I have not had the issue for a while of being logged in so long I ever have to worry about getting logged out. Even when I do play a lot in a single day, I get distracted and have to do other stuff throughout the day. Still at 74 for the high scores. I feel like the XP is a little higher, maybe? I don't know. That is worrisome, though, for my own goals of getting into the upper 80s at the bare minimum. Ugh. If it takes hours and hours to get a single level, I'll do it. Why am I doing this? I don't need to do this. I need to go to the soil. I need to deposit all these materials. We should have a pretty good pile of materials in here now. I've not looked inside in a hot minute. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. I did not know that that was a thing we had to unlock. Just kind of assumed. You know, when I think about it, it's actually kind of weird that they store like that. Like, surely they should... Like, as the programmer in me says, it would make a lot more sense to have it work kind of like the tool belt, where each one has its own space. Because then you wouldn't have to, like, say, like, oh, this one's in this spot. You would say, this one is this spot. Save a few bytes per item, maybe. Not bytes, few bits. Few bits per item, which, I mean, when there's 50 items, that adds up. 150 bits. I don't know how many materials there are, I just came up with 50 on the spot. But it sounds pretty accurate. Hey, look at that, we're getting gold rune from this. Gold rune is pretty good money right now. 20k each. Got plenty of it for sure. I'll look into making these guys here in a second. Especially this one. See if we have enough for any of them. Because it would be nice. We could work, I mean... could go back and work on getting the whatever relic. The one that gives you the 10% faction bonus crap from the Zerosian or whatever guy he is. I'm drawing a complete blank on words now. Hey look, it's ore than glass. If only we could have had that earlier. But yes, we could work on that, and I could activate that relic. It's not a big deal, but if I do continue working on my farming throughout this archaeology stuff, I might get some use of it before I get all 3 relics that I actually want long term. I don't know. It's one of those things. I don't know if it'd be a waste to do it. I don't know if I would regret it. Like, oh, I needed those chronotes for something. No idea. Anyway, so looking on here, so we can make the disorder painting. We will do that. I definitely need that one. And it should be decent XP considering. Yeah, look at that. We are really close now. We can make the square shield. I will do that. I think that's all we can make, is it? That may be the case. Hey, that got us the level. Yeah, so that's all we can make right now. Sacrificial altar. Cool stuff. I guess the interesting thing about materials being items, though, like just normal items, is they could be used in all sorts of stuff, couldn't they? We'll probably see potions that use them. Probably all sorts of varieties of recipes. You know what? Why did I put that there? That is not where I wanted to put that. Dang it, we just wasted a shield. It's not a total waste, but we wasted a shield. Because we already did this one. That's what the check mark means. Chances are we'll get another shield. And not have to worry about it. It's still frustrating, though. Oh, dang it. I have had my stupid ring of visibility on this entire time. That does make me think, though. We will go to Caridette real quick. and see what the pylon is at. And then get rid of this if it's close. You definitely want to be in here whenever it's time. If it's close. I don't know what I would consider close. 90% maybe? Oh, dang it. I don't think we're going to get this today, are we? That's what was it at before? I think it was higher than 63%. If that's only 10% charge in like an hour. Ugh. I'll definitely bring my main account over here and check it out. Even if I can't use this account, because I want to document this account's progress in stream or a YouTube form. I guess technically I could also do a live episode on it. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be interesting. It might just be me spending 30 minutes excavating and getting nothing special. Anyway, I'm still going to use the battery on here just to free up the inventory space. Okay, we have to do it. Seems to be a problem where a lot of these things don't let you use items on them. It's the modern way. It's the reverse of how it used to be. They used to force you to use things, and now it doesn't work. Right, it was white oak that we were missing. Supposedly, there is a material cache for everything. But where is the material cache for white oak? That is the question. We can look it up. Where is white oak? Ice Mountain excavation site? So are there just excavation sites out in the world? Is this what I'm seeing here? This would explain why a lot of people thought there weren't some for some resources. And I was thinking the same thing, because it's like, I never saw white oak here. I saw some of them, like we saw the Samite Silk one outside. But I guess some were just out and about. We will check it out. This is something I was not aware of until I saw the God Wars dungeon one earlier. And I was like, is that what it actually means? I didn't want to question it too much because it would sound dumb if it wasn't what it meant. But I think that is what it actually means. The other question is, does it have like an icon for where it is, or do I just have to eyeball everything? Okay, well, I mean, this looks a bit suspicious here. Okay, I did not anticipate this. A lot of people here, though. This is definitely interesting. So this is White Tree. That's very interesting. So at least for white oak, it is an established thing that exists. Not getting any, though. I don't think I'll be able to find a world where we can get some. This is really bad design, I would say. Just, like, they know. They've redesigned mining to get rid of these type issues. They should have known that having it work like this would be bad. How long does it take to regrow as well? I must have had perfect timing to come up here earlier. I don't know if only one person gets it or if it's just a chance. I mean, I'm getting XP, so I assume there's a chance. Yeah, there we go. So we got one. We didn't get rid of it. We got two from that one, actually. I don't remember how many we needed. In fact, I don't think we knew how many we needed. But this is a pretty good opportunity here. I wonder how much white oak is worth. It seems like it's annoying to get in terms of, you know, how often you get it versus how often you need it. So it could be like Gold Rune and worth more than 10k. But it is lower level as well. Who knows? Hey, this one's lasting a while. And this jerk, I was gonna say this jerk's gonna go steal the next one and mess it up for everyone. But he realized his mistake. Of course, he's gonna be the first one to get to there, if he was paying attention, but I'm paying attention more than he is. Either way, we've definitely gotten enough, right? Which one was I gonna make? Guess I got enough for that one. This one. Don't even need it for this one. Alright, well, I guess we will, not home teleport. I forgot I had this over here. I've not been using that. It's not a habit I'm in, teleporting using keyboard shortcuts. Alright, we need to store. Then we can go try to get the Samite Silk. Alright, Zerosian training dummy. We need to remember to get this to Mr. Zeros in Varrock. But first we will... Oh, okay, first I'll check how much Samite Silk I actually need. Okay, I only need 5. That sounds entirely doable. So I will head over there and gather me some Samite Silk. I assume they make it where it depletes for everyone just because it requires less storage. Because if you store it per player, then for every player logged in the area, you have to be telling them, like, hey, you can do it or you can't do it. But it's still frustrating. As a perfectionist, I would not do it. I don't know which direction these guys are going. This way? Oh, both directions. Okay. Whatever. I will follow the one with the higher farming level. They must know what they're doing. We needed 5 Samite Silk. You can get soil from this? I would not have anticipated that. Good to go. I need to get rid of this stupid ring. One more, maybe we won't have to move. Got it. We got it, and I get 1 extra for the road. Think that. Alright. Restoration time. Primus Elementus. Nice little chunk of XP, and now let us run on over to Varrock and hand these in before I accidentally give them to Volusia again. Apparently I can't be trusted holding on to these things for more than 2 seconds without giving them to the wrong person. It's not a problem you have in real life. These issues only happen in video games. You'll just be like, whoops, I was saving that for someone else, but I gave it to you instead. That would just make you look life. And I'm sure it happens. Not as easily as in games. Okay, contribute. Oh, he already has one of these. Well, then I guess I should give that to her, shouldn't I? Oh, Volusia. I remembered to press 1 this time. Alright. That's the useful thing, I guess, about having people, or multiple people. But I feel like disassembling the low-level stuff probably isn't going to give anything really worth it. I'm not bothering. I'm not even going to touch Invention for a while, because we're still gonna have to learn all the best ways to use Ancient Invention anyway, so I am not concerning myself with it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get down here. We are going to try to get Founders Page 2. We somehow missed. And while we're doing that, I need to think about what I need here. Crest of Dagon. Yeah, we do need to give a Crest of Dagon to Volusia. I think about it, so we'll go ahead and work here. See about getting that. They really make you get a lot of Crest of Dagon, that's for sure. Got all the relics listed here, so that's how the wiki has a list of all of them. I hadn't looked at this yet. I guess I could have earlier when I was talking about it, just looked at these in here. Which ones I want, which would be... Where are they? I know they're in the 80s, right? Yes, so Ring of Solomon. This is the one I'm going to be getting. The lowest level one I'll be getting. Level 81. That is many days away. After that, what else is it? Oh. I thought there was one other one in here. This one. Yeah. This would be the second one I'll be getting then. Then the final one. Where is it? What level is it? I feel like it's a really high level. This one, yeah. Those are the three that I want to get. So we're looking at 81, 84, and then 112. Those are the relics that I desire. Crazy. Gonna be a lot of work, but we'll get there. My biggest limitation on this skill is simply that I actually want to record most of it. Also, I just realized we get white oak from this as well. For some reason, I didn't think we did. But we do. That's the confusing thing is, like, across different dig sites, we have the same materials, and it's hard to tell what levels they're working for and what levels they won't be working for. Obviously, each new tier is going to have new materials, but maybe it'll also reuse some old ones. Also, look at all these chronotes. I should look at the store to see what I can already afford for whenever I get to the level, but I guess I can just type in Ezreal into the wiki and probably see the store there. The Archaeology Guild Shop. Alright. So, by the time that we get to level 40, we will have enough to increase the material storage thing. But we've not run into a problem there yet, so I'm not sure that's worth it. 8,000 chronotes for the Mattock Precision upgrade. We'll probably have that much by then. Soulbox upgrade's only 3,500, but that's a little less exciting. Just because as our focus goes up, the amount of soil is going to be less and less of a problem. And because we'll have to leave and bank anyway for the materials. I could be using porters, I guess. I'm not using porters. Maybe it's time to look into that to speed up the rest of today's stream. I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, you can see even here, like, most of my inventory is already full with materials. Obviously, leaving to deposit the materials is less effort than all the way over to the guild to take care of the soil, so it's still worth having, for sure. It's just I'd rather have the precision upgrade. That is for sure the most worthy upgrade of the three at the assistant level. Then once you become an associate at level 70, you can buy the outfit, which is 10,000 chronotes per piece of a 5-piece outfit. So we're going to be saving up a lot of chronotes for level 70. Don't know if that'll end up being hard or not to get that many, but that is definitely something worth having. And then it's 30k for the Mattock Precision upgrade on that one, which is fun. Definitely good to invest in that, though. And once again, rich people are just buying chronotes, I'm sure, the second they get the level. Just insta all upgrades. And those people still are only in the 70s. Whereas I am just a normal player who will be even slower than them. Looks like the soil box goes up to 250 storage on that tier though, for 18k. The big step up from the 100 you get at Assistant. And it goes up to 500 at Professor. But that's all you get at the Professor is just the same 3 upgrades from the Assistant stage. You know what, we need to go upstairs, take care of the stuff. And then Guildmaster unlocks, of course, the Master outfit. And the Maddox Precision upgrade and a energized meteorite shard, which is, I believe, used in making the tier 90 augmentable Maddox. I say it differently almost every time that I say it. Just not a word that I use in my everyday language. Yeah, that is a lot. 250k for energized meteorite shard. Then again, the master outfit pieces are 50k each. Let me see, what is the qualification requirement here? 99. That is pretty crazy. And it's not tradable, so you need level 99 before you can get the tier 91, I guess. That is interesting. Alright, so we're almost at this one. Let's hope we get the Crest of Dagon, because that is what we have been working towards for the past who knows how many minutes. Alright, we got it. Do we have everything? Not even close. Oh, wow. Truly not even close. But part of that's because, you know, you don't actually get any of the things for this from that material pile, which is kind of weird. I could look up where the material caches are. Wasn't there a material cache? Yeah, that's cadmium red. So where's the material cache for gold rune? That's the word. Doubted myself for a second there. Alright, materials. Gold. I don't know where that is. Amdozol. I will look it up. Amdozol. Oh, it's inside Ice Mountain. And it's part of the Defender of Varrock quest. I don't think I've done that quest, have I? Isn't that the one where you get a Rav as a boss for the thing? Rock. I don't even know if I can do it. We see this by... Okay. I guess we have. Not listed here. Can unhide done. Yeah, Defender of Varrock. It is actually one that we've done. That's how I keep it. Alright. Well, do we need a light source? Yes, a light source is required. Well, I guess we'll head on over there then. I need to check these out. I mean, might as well, you know. This is stuff that would never be worth doing in an actual YouTube episode, but for a stream, we can do it. Let's check out material cache locations. I do like that they're mixed all over the place. I just didn't expect it going into the skill. By the way, does anyone like that I have my crafting outfit just because it looks kind of like an archaeology outfit? I like it. Alright, light source, I use, what's it called? Sears. Kept thinking Saren instead of Sears. They're similar words, not that similar. My go-to light source because I want to have it and it doesn't explode. So it's always in my bank. And if you lose it, you don't have to pay money to get it back like a bullseye lantern. Suppose you could make the bullseye lantern, technically, but you can also technically make the money, so, you know, whatever. Is it that hole that we were standing next to before? I don't actually know where this hole is. We can check it out, though. Oh, now there's, like, nobody up here. This would be a great time for me to getting white oak. I wonder if there's some of these that are really good money right now. Gotta say that I remember this area, but only vaguely. Like, this is not a key area in the game to me. I guess I should be at the same one as him, right? That's how it's supposed to work, I guess. I really don't know. I guess I could also be using my items, because I think I have one that increases your material chance for some amount of time, probably 5 minutes. Otherwise, those things are just going to sit in my bank forever, but whatever. You know, I've got days and days to use those items. I don't have to use them right now. I mean, we know Gold Rune is worth, at least it was insta-selling for 20k earlier. So if you think about it, I just made 60k in like 1 minute. You do the math out, this could be millions per hour just staying in here, assuming it doesn't get too crowded. I don't know, this might be worth doing. Of course, everyone's gonna do a different one. Whatever. It's hard to say. Like, obviously 1 minute is not a good indicator of rates or anything, but right now this genuinely could be an okay moneymaker. For how low level it is, at least. Like, obviously, for a lot of people, 3 mil an hour or whatever, 4 mil an hour, is not big money. For me, however, that's not bad, especially for something that's, you know, not high intensity like bossing or even a lot of Slayer tasks. For me, this would be an okay money-making method. Why not both? What does that mean? You can't just say, why not both? It doesn't mean anything on its own. Whatever. Okay, that was really disappointing. This guy is just like blind, I think. Oh. Is he really just gonna stand there? Is he of the opinion that we should each have our own? Because I don't think that is the ideal way to do this. I feel like at best this might be a runespan situation, where in runespan, the creatures, they give a maximum of 5 to a single person, and then they disappear. So you could have 100 people get 4, and when one gets 5, it disappears. So it's okay if you start at the same time. It's not as good as being on your own, but no, it's not terrible. But obviously there's something going on here. Oh, now he doesn't mind doing the same one, even though there was an open one. I can't figure this guy out. What strategy he's going for here. All I know is that I now have a lot of gold rune. Need to figure out where to get Orthen glass next. As soon as I fill my inventory up, because obviously I'm getting a full inventory. Alright, so we need 13 more ore than glass. Also, these go to a lot of places. That is just junk. I don't know what the point of it is. Knowledge is power. That is a high-level thing there. Wise old... I think you still get chronotes from these ones, just like half the amount that you get from Volusia. I believe that is what they said on the stream. Haven't actually paid attention myself on that. Anachronia has North Excavation Site. It makes sense that Orthen Glass would be on Orthen Island, right? Although I don't think it's actually Orthen Island. I think Orthen is the name of the city on the island. I mean, maybe Orthen is the island, too. I don't think the Dragonkin called the island Anachronia. But maybe they did. Who knows? I should have banked at the other place. Whatever. We can dump this in my bank for now. Then I have to figure out where on Anachronia this excavation site is. This is more exploration than anything that's necessary, really. We're gonna have to come back and clean stuff out of my bank, so... Whatever. It feels to me like Orthen Glass is kind of a choke point for this. Is there... Archaeology, tutor, workbench, research, dig site... What about material? Is there one that's just called material then? Or do we have to just figure this out on our own? I guess we just have to figure this out on our own. I mean, it's way too big of an island for me to figure out just by running around. Oh wait, no! There it is! I was being blind. That's a pretty easy place to get to. I pass through there when I head up to fight dinosaurs. That's nice, convenient. Just a short trek across the agility course. Then we will have 28 Orthen Glass. I wonder how much of a effect the Maddox have on these material excavation sites. Because if they have a big effect, then like someone who's level 70 right now who could come back and use like crystal skill champas on those. I wonder how much money they could make. It is a good question. There's a lot we don't know, and unfortunately by the time we know all these things, the prices will have crashed, and it will no longer matter. I do find it interesting that Gold Rune was worth more than Orthen Glass, considering I feel like the glass is a little bit more of a issue for me than the Gold Rune was. Good old Anachronia. I'm debating whether or not to stream me doing Big Game Hunter, honestly. Not tomorrow, but maybe that could be a 1-hour stream I do. But I can also just do that not streaming, so... Either way... Alright, I think we've gone... Oh, here it is right here. There is nobody here. That's good stuff. I should have filled up my porters. We could have filled up on Orthen Glass. Oh well. Now we just sit back, relax, gain a level apparently. Right when I sit back and relax, I gain a level. Look at all this stuff we didn't unlock. Good stuff. It does annoy me. They keep saying like, oh, you unlock stuff every level. It's like, you really don't. Don't say it if it's not true. There is enough stuff in the skill that you don't need to say like, oh, you unlock stuff every level if you don't. Don't. I wonder how many people actually knew Camdozal by name before. Alright, how are we doing? Got 4 so far. What were these, like 9k each or something? I don't remember. Yeah, 9k was what the insta-sell was on that first one. So, it's still decent money, I guess. Not as good as getting 20k per resource, obviously. But those prices are going to be dropping constantly, I think. unless they're actually used in high-level stuff. We're at the point where like all the most obsessed players are already in the 60s and 70s by now. There's not going to be any obsessed players at my level. Not unless they're as busy as I am or busier, at least. They'd have to be busier than me. I'm only playing when I record, and I'm not able to record for a lot of the day. I would definitely already be in the 40s if it weren't for that limitation. This is lasting a while. Nice. Get all this ore than glass. Never need it again. Hopefully. I wonder if the wiki has all the uses for materials listed yet, or if that is something they've not had time to do. Oh, they do. Wow, it's used in a lot of things. It's used in stuff up to level 118. 111. Yeah, okay, so... No, this material stays useful for a long time. White oak is also used up there as well. So yeah, basically it does seem like a lot of them it's going to be using a mix of new stuff for that level as well as old stuff. Which I like that because it'll help the old stuff maintain a value. Hopefully. I imagine it'll only delay the inevitable price crash, but, you know, it's better than nothing. It at least means that there should always be a market for these items. And it won't be like in other skills where they had to add like player-owned farm to give lower level seeds a purpose because they had no use really for anyone. Nobody was using them. They were all like 1 GP each. So it's nice that this skill has that at least built into it, that no matter what level you are, low-level resources will be used. That's another thing I like about Masterwork Armor, how it does use older ones. It's just unfortunate that it was coming into a already existing situation, so you couldn't balance it the same way you can a brand new skill. Because players already had a bajillion rune and stuff. Sure, there are players out there with a million bronze bars or something nonsensical, that if they'd made bronze more useful, they might have been billionaires. I secretly hope to be that player someday, but I don't collect any items that I would ever foresee becoming very useful, more useful than they currently are, because right now the only, like, actual item I'm putting effort into collecting, it used to be seeds. That would have been really good if they hadn't been Wishing Well seeds that got deleted and refunded for 1 GP each. So annoying. But the only other thing is kebabs, and I don't foresee any update ever making Ugthanky, Anki, whatever they're called, kebabs be a super amazing item. It's possible. They are a bit of a meme for RuneScape, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just buying them because of my username. That is that. Alright, well anyway, let's dump this in the material storage container. How many empty spots we still have? We still have so many empty spots. I suppose in a few levels, by the time we actually get the ability to buy the upgrade, we'll probably be about out of space. So yeah, it's probably good that that's a thing that exists, but I can't bring myself to actually care that much about it at the same time. Unfortunately. Alright, well anyway, let's dump all this in here. And there we go. Alright. Volusia. I like the name Volusia. It's fun to say. Give me your archaeology collection. I have a Zamorakian 1 item. There we go. My Zamorakian collection is kind of lame. Need to get these. How did I not get any of these? I guess because I just decided against it. Decided to do the other thing instead. So now we need to head on over there and get started on that, I suppose. What was I doing? Nothing worse than opening up a menu and instantly forgetting what you were doing. Alright, so we're working on the lower two level ones now. These ones. Where is the time sprite gonna be? This one, apparently. Again. Does it start at the same one every time, or what? Is it the same place for every player? Doesn't feel like it. Unless a lot of people just aren't paying attention. But who really knows? I suppose if you didn't want it to be on the same one every time, and you didn't want it to be the same for every player, there is an easy way to program that. Basically, you would have a value of 1, 2, or 3 that you would calculate for the player. Yeah, I would probably do it based on like a player ID number. So that each player would be one of 3 values, and then you say it's here, and then you modify its location by that value. And there you have it. People really get annoyed when I speculate on how things are programmed in RuneScape on Reddit. Like, seriously. There's either two things. Either they don't know anything about programming and they think you don't either, or that you can't possibly, like, know a good way of doing something because you don't know Jagex's programming. Or there's the other way around where they think they're smarter than you and know everything, even if they're blatantly wrong. That's not to say I'm always right. I'm usually only speculating, not stating facts like other people tend to do. Or I'll say, you know, they might not have done this way, but this would have been the smart way to do it. That would be better if they didn't do it this way. But I won't say they did it this way. Unless it's obvious why they did something. Like, sometimes it's obvious. Like when a number is a specific number that fits a certain number of bytes, signed or unsigned, it's like, yeah, that's why they chose that number. There'd be no reason to choose that specific number unless they were specifically using that amount of bytes. Or bits, or whatever. But in a lot of cases, it's just speculation. People get annoyed. Very, very annoyed. But I do like programming. I need to do it more. I don't spend enough of my life programming. Can't program while doing archaeology. This guy here is not following the time sprites. It's too bad. They're supposed to be worth it, and they get more worth it with levels, apparently. What was it, like level 38 that you get the thing? No, 38 is definitely something. No, 38's the soil XP increase, right? We're about to get there, so that's something. Hey, we got the hookah pipe. We have everything for it. We have everything for it. That gold rune and northern glass coming in handy again. I will make this thing immediately. I don't want to touch soil again until we get level 38. How close are we? A little ways away. Probably too far away for that to not become a problem, but we'll find out. There we go. Got that. We could go hand that in, but I don't think I will quite yet. We stored everything. Okay, so it takes from your inventory as a priority. That's nice. That's really useful. All right, so we have the other item that we need to get from here. Where is the time sprite currently? Hey, it's actually at the spot I'm at. So yeah, we need to get the opulent wine goblet. That is something we can definitely do. While we do this, I'm going to test something with my chat. Because I want to see... Where's my stream? So yeah, that's where my text appears right now. Is there any way but I can, like, move that. Can't even tell where it is. Oh, it's because I have it locked. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure where I would put this. Like, would I want it across the entire bottom of the screen, maybe? I don't want to mess things up. Apparently, I'm pretty limited in what I can do with this thing. I can shrink the text a little. I think that's what I'll do. There we go. I just felt it was a little too big. That's all. So the next time we have a conversation with anyone, it won't cover up the entire screen. Just cover up the most important corner of the screen. But I don't have enough control. I would reshape it if I could, but it won't let me. Alright, level 38 is getting real close now, but the soil is also filling up rather fast. So that's fun. At least the time sprite increases material chance and so on. Materials are fine, soil is not. Anyway, like I discussed earlier, with the relics I'm going for, that one combat one that I'm going to get, it doesn't give you any better DPS, it just makes you less likely to die. And I think that'll help me a lot. Once I get that, I think I will be able to get into combat a lot better than I have been in the past. I really need some damage reduction is what I need. I'm really bad about taking damage. I take too much. So that, combined with all the other things I have, you know, Enhanced Excalibur, the Brutish Dinosaur regeneration boost, all those things together should hopefully increase my abilities to both do bossing and also just fight harder Slayer tasks, because I tried fighting Camel Warriors, I tried fighting Ripper Demons, it did not go very well. It was not fun, it was not efficient. Can't see myself doing those tasks every time they come up unless I get significantly stronger. And I was using my highest tier stuff. I wasn't just using my typical Slayer outfit. I bought the Celestial hand wraps and stuff. They didn't make very big of a difference for any of those things. And obviously I do want to fill up my Slayer decks so that we can get the benefits from that, but I can't capture those guys if I can't stand killing even 5 of them. Oh, inventory's full. Let us go outside and dump everything. It's very inconsistent how far you have to walk to get to one of these storage things. Some places it's within 5 feet, other places you have to go up and down. Our large cellar. Okay, who is going to have the time spirit this time? I chose correct. Alright, we are going to get the level for sure. Maybe even before we get the artifact, but either way, before soil becomes a major issue. So that is good, because I do want that level. I want to find out what happens. I could bring out my pet again. Do I really want to bring a pet out? Show off something. I could show off my boss pet. I could show off one of my skilling pets. I always forget the exact specific skilling pets I already have. Honestly, I'm not particularly proud of any of these. No, I'm more proud of Ellie than any of those. Not just having them. I don't mean obviously having them is complete RNG, but like if someone examines them to see my XP, I don't consider any of these levels to be impressive. Although currently, on the high scores, I think my archaeology is higher ranked than my invention, which is pretty nice. At least it was whenever I started the stream. Obviously, I'd have to log out to get it to update, and maybe we'll do that before the end of the stream, just to see where I stand in the high scores. Honestly, I thought I would be a bit higher, since I was already above the maximum level for free players, but I guess I underestimated how many players were actually looking forward to archaeology, which is good. I'm happy to the fact that there were over 70-something thousand people who had a higher level than me this morning. That is a good sign for the game. Sure, that many people put that much time into the level in the day of release. The first 20-something hours of the release, that many people put that much time. Oh, look at that. We're about to get the level. Maybe we're lucky without having to bank. But it is total luck here, whether or not that happens. It did not happen. So close. Oh well. Oh, I click on that. I keep getting turned around in this place. I don't know why. Every time I come down here, I want to click on the wrong spot to excavate. It's like, ah. Look at all this gold rune I'm getting. The big bucks. Alright, well anyway, we're about to get that. I think we will go ahead and finish gathering the artifact as well before we go take care of the soil, because that should finish before the inventory fills up again. If I am completely accurate here. Alright, level 38. Screening increased XP. Good stuff. That is what we were working on. Now let's really hope. Cross your fingers for a goblet. So that is the only thing we want from this. Besides more gold rune. We always want gold rune. I do wonder if whenever people hit those upper 100s where they need ore than glass and stuff. Oh, we got so lucky. I wonder if there will be a sudden spike in demand again on whatever day it is that these top players get there. Or if, I mean, it's not that huge of an amount required, honestly. So it might not be enough to spike the price. But anyway, do we have enough? We should have enough, right? No, we don't have enough third age iron. Dang it. I thought we would have it. Oh well. Got a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. I need to lock my thing. That would be smart. Let us find out whether it's, you know, 2 XP, 5 XP, 10 XP. What amount of XP? I think it would be either 2 or 5, but they could be going with very mathematical, like, precision calculations, and it'll be like 3.6. It's 3. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's better than 2, that's for sure. If I had the choice between 2 or 3 XP, I think the choice is pretty obvious there. I don't think it's much controversy. I mean, it's definitely better than nothing. It almost feels worth doing now. Almost. I mean, maybe we'll get a whole bunch of third age iron, but it's not looking good. Hey, we got one. What? Alright, I guess how it must work is that once you get the level to access something, you can just get it from the soil. Whether or not you got the soil from there or not. So that's interesting, at least. I wonder how much those sell for. We don't currently have a use for them because we've not started on that section of the excavation. Right, I kind of forgot that we were trying to get Founders Page 2. I truly wonder if it's a bug. I hope we're not bugged and we can't get it. Because I find it really strange. I should look in my... Well, no, even if it was in my bank, it would show up as obtained. So what is the story there? I mean, it's not like it's a required thing, but... Why don't I have it? I suppose I could try to research on Reddit and see if anyone else has had a missing page. Right. Getting lost on the Reddit. Okay, so I don't know what to search for to find this. Obviously, it should be recent. Not looking good. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much information here on this. Just gotta keep searching, I guess. My cat is very sad at this closed door. Alright, well anyway, how many did we get here? We only need 3 more. That's not so bad. We can head back there and get that. I don't need to go find a material cache for it. I think that's one of the ones that's kind of easy to find, too. And who knows, maybe we'll get the page while we're looking for it. If I wasn't needing the page, I might not bother. But I need this page. Alright, so this one that has Third Age Iron, yes, okay. I thought that was the case, because I was just here a second ago getting it. I always want to check, because the time that you don't check is the time you're going to be wrong, and waste an hour doing the wrong. Which I've heard of people doing in the Yak track. I guess that's something I should work on in between episodes as well, is doing the Yak tracks that don't involve archaeology so that we can actually continue to progress based on archaeology. I don't know why they had, like, the first few have archaeology on them, and then later ones don't, when they knew that people would be doing those ones before archaeology came out. It really makes no sense. Yeah, I give up on finding any information on these pages. It's just not gonna happen. Alright, we got 2 of the 4. Hey, we did it! Giving up always works. They located the gate. Alright, so now I need to look up... I wasn't expecting to get this, honestly. I need to look up what to do next. I'll just talk to someone, right? Now that I think about it. I probably don't need to look it up. Just look for PC we can talk to, maybe? Maybe it's the Movario or whatever? Oh, whatever. I'll just look it up. Founders page. Where do we take it? Alright. I don't get it. For some reason, they don't list where to take it. Did I just get the XP for it then? I guess I did. Is that the only use for those then? I should have been looking at my XP, but I think this high XP per hour thing must mean that I did get it. It means I can just destroy this. Goodbye, page. Alright, that means we are done with this area, I think, right? Because we got the 2 from this. We got the 2 from that. We got all the pages. I think we're done. Could be wrong. Hopefully not. But let us go and turn this into Volusia. Okay, so it remembers the last one you had open, I guess. Oh, this is Zerosian? Oh no, it didn't remember, it just baked me out. What a jerk. Alright, so yeah, there we go. We have the 4 from there. We can now move on to the level 29 area and begin working on that stuff. Good stuff. I am happy with that. Oh, I forgot to get rid of that 1 soil. Whatever. But I think before we begin that, I'm going to take another quick break. I will be right back. Okay, and I am back. Went ahead and brought us down into the Dungeons of Despair, or whatever they're called. Now we can head on over here and start on our next little area. I don't know why I'm bringing all this ore than glass with me. Apparently I am smart. We could search all the bookshelves, I guess, but I wonder what level these are. Guess we can uncover them and find out, right? Unless I don't have the level. Wow, okay. So it is. Oh good, there's a deposit thing right here. Convenient. I was hoping there'd be one down here somewhere, but I didn't expect it to be that convenient. Very happy about that. Alright, so now we are back in here for real this time. How many things are there in this one spot? There are 3 different things, all masks. That's interesting. And we are already fairly close towards getting our first one. Although, I doubt we'll have all the materials for it right away. It's possible, I guess. While we're doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and look at our progress towards getting the big goal in archaeology of this. We're at 18 out of 25 excavations. That is unfortunate. Somehow we have restored 2 more than we've excavated. I know one of them was that one we got, the Crest of Dagon, but I don't know what the other one is. We could always go restore low-level ones if we really wanted to rush it. I don't know. Obviously, I will see what it's like once we get to level 40, but we only have 1 hour to meet this goal of finishing that and gaining access to research teams. That's the big thing, because I think research teams are an AFK thing, and therefore it'd be really nice if I could have that running for the rest of the day, even when I'm not playing. That is the big goal. It's also something to just check out and figure out what it does. I think they give you materials. I honestly don't know. I guess I could look it up. That is something I've not really looked much into. Okay, so where does it list it? Research. Yeah, similar to the player-owned port and the Anachronia base camp. Okay, it costs chronotes. I didn't know that. It makes sense. Okay. But they don't actually say anything about how it works. On this page, at least. We got the Lesser Demon Mask. Do we have everything to make it? We do not. We need more leather scrap. Oh, Hat Hoarder. That's different. Just chronotes, though. Interesting. Oh, well, I'm sure we will get that leather soon, right? Assuming you can get it from here. Yes, you can. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Duh. So obvious. Should have known. I'm hoping that I have my microphone's cutoff point set to where you can't hear me drinking, because I know that would be annoying. But I don't know, because I usually don't drink anything when I'm recording, but kind of have to with 4-hour streams. Oh well. We are not getting leather scraps. Got 2. Mostly we're getting soil. I guess that's a sign of it being a higher level thing, right? Once we're higher level, maybe we'll get a better material rate. Or even more specifically, once we get level 40 and get an adamant mattock. Mattock. That would be nice, I suppose. Another person getting the archaeology pet. I'd say I've seen at least 5 of the pets so far. Hey, look at that. That's not the person who just got it, is it? Oh, that's someone else. I guess I could examine it and see who... Dak 001. 181k. What level is that? It's a pretty good level. I mean, obviously that's level 40-something over there. But that's higher than level 40-something. It's 50-something. I don't have enough inventory space. I should probably fix that. That would be smart. Interesting how many spots there are here. Very different from most of the other areas. It's very tightly packed. Hey, there's a material cache for Eyes of Dagon right here. And nobody's even touching it. That's interesting. Hey, look at that. We already have this? Guess not. Did we start with a different page on this too, or did I not have it yet? This place is a dump. Yeah, basically the lodge was just to get sacrifices. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna have a sketch of how it's supposed to look in it. I suppose I could look and see on this if I had... Actually, this isn't what I wanted. That is useful information that I probably should look at occasionally. Okay, no, so... We had not found any others. I was just aware of them existing without actually getting one. That makes sense, I suppose. Hey, we get 3rd Age iron here. That is some good stuff. So close to 39, and then just 1 level to go after that. I am ready to get down there, but we have got to get the other 3 pages. Question is, just getting the 3 other pages do it, or do I have to like talk to this person here, or what? We'll find out. That is the truth. I'm thinking once I get high enough level, I probably will stop streaming all my progress in this skill, but I'm not sure where that cutoff point is. And I might still keep it limited on what I do when I'm not streaming. Like, I might excavate material caches or something off stream. Or send out research or whatever. No, I'm gonna deposit materials, because I can. That makes this actually a really good material cache now that I think about it. Maybe once I have the adamant one, I will mess around with that and see what kind of rates we get. Do a test sell to see the profit there. Who knows, maybe those will sell better than Gold Rune. I really don't know. I haven't gotten to the point of using those yet. The fact nobody's getting them either means they're not that special, or people just don't realize yet. There's 2 spots here. I mean, they are pretty far apart. Maybe that's just annoying and people don't do it? I don't know. Who knows? I forget, what level was it for the stuff there? I have the level for that now. 37? So we need 47 here, right? And then 47 for the prison in Caridette. That'll all be stuff to check out tomorrow. Good chance I'll be getting 106 farming pretty soon. That's good. Completely unrelated to what we're doing right now. It can be easy to lose track of where you're doing farming just because you just gather the animals from the farm and then, oh, suddenly I'm almost at a level. What level does Ancient Summoning start at? $45. That's surprisingly low level, honestly. I wonder if it's around 45 of the, of this. Maybe it's 47, because that's when we get a lot of things. Hey, look at that. Nothing unlocked. We are about to get one of the items from this. Hopefully not a duplicate. That would be nice. How are we doing on this? We got everything we need for this one now. But I will go ahead and finish getting the second one before we leave and take care of that. Hey, look at that. Page 2. Okay. So basically, they did not maintain maintain their construction, and therefore the lodge started to fall apart. That is something I think all RuneScape players are familiar with, is construction not being well maintained over the years. Let's go ahead and destroy that. Why don't we? Fill that up. Deposit all materials. The question is, can we get all 4 pages from this spot? I think we can. But then again, the way that we've skipped 2 in the other one makes me wonder if maybe we'll only be able to get 3 and 4 from over there or something. One of those things. We'll just find out. As long as I'm completing all the collections, we should eventually get them all, regardless of where you can get them from. Hey, we got the imp mask. That's good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and... what is the best way to get out of here? I guess since we're going to turn it in anyway, I can just go ahead and not press 1 on my keyboard and instead go to the item. Smart. We'll go over here. We'll get rid of the soil because that was going to fill up soon anyway. We can go ahead and restore whichever one it recommends first. Lesser Demon, apparently. Nice. What do we need for the imp? We need everything. Okay. I will go get rid of the soil. Maybe we'll get some of the things we need. I want this pet so much. It's part of why I'm dumping all my XP lamps into Herblore. Then once I get up to like level 119, I might actually train Herblore to 120 from 119 for maximum pet chance while not just training for training's sake. I really don't want to have to train up past level 120 for that. I would much rather just continue to drop XP lamps in Herblore to get to 200 mil Herblore. But I want that pet. That is definitely one of the best skill pets, along with the construction one. I think Visually, I like this one more, but the construction one I feel is a bit more prestigious, I guess. I don't know if it's actually how the rarity compares for these two skill pets. They haven't done many data streams in the past couple years, so we've not been getting regular updates on player statistics for things like that, like we did for a couple years. Which is unfortunate. We did not get much of what we need for the imp mask from this. Oh well. I wonder what they used these masks for. Let's deposit all that. Let's go turn this in to Volusia. This would be Akian 1. There we go. We got 282 chronotes for that. Alright, well, let's head back and continue our work. We are a whole 2,473k XP. No, actually just 2,400. There's no K in that. Why did I click on the wrong one? Oh well. We'll take the passage. Don't have to take the passage, but I took the passage. So there's a deposit thing here too. Convenient. Very convenient. Any material caches over here? I don't see any. Very interesting. If I needed these Eyes of Dagon, I would definitely be collecting them. I wish you could see where the time sprite was before you started. It's a bit annoying having to start just to see. Like, walking into the area should make it visible, in my opinion. I don't know if there's a technical limitation for how it works that they can't do that. Or just even have it visible all the time. Which you could say, oh, that'd be, you know, a bit annoying to have it always glowing around, but these excavation sites already have constant particles, so that's kind of not relevant, I guess, as a complaint. I don't know. Or Demon Hide. That's good, we need Demon Hide. Need almost everything. Got some leather scraps. Alright, I need to look into the porters. I keep forgetting. I don't know why I have such trouble remembering to look into the porters. I must have some in my bank. Oh, well, they're not a big problem here anyway. I don't think they teleport soil. And we have a deposit thing right here. So at least in this location, it's not a big deal. But like this location doesn't have a deposit thing 2 inches from it, so there it would be more useful to have porters. See, there's that guy running all the way over here just to deposit. Guy, girl, whatever. Look at this extremely shiny pet. Like, that is just a bit silly how shiny this pet is. Very hyperactive. Extreme particle situation. Definitely a much more prestigious pet than mine. I still like my pet. Not a hard pet to get, really. At least right now, if you have the right strategy. It took me a while to get on the right strategy. I tried different strategies that didn't work at the very start. Like, I thought, oh, I could use Elder Rune to do it because I can make it myself. That was a bad idea. The strategy I came up with using ranged was much more efficient, safer, less risk, fast kills, all the good stuff. I made some good money. I don't think I got PK'd a single time earning LE after I switched to using ranged. And I think I only had maybe 1 or 2 PKers even attack me. Like, over the entire 717 kills, I only ever got attacked maybe 4 times. And the time I got PK'd, I think it was because I got distracted and didn't notice them until they were already hitting me. And I'll admit, for like the last 500 kills, I was only half paying attention. I could have gotten PK'd very easily, probably. But a lot of times, I did log out when people would run by a few times. Honestly, as long as you play the right time of day on the right world, not that many people run by. A lot of them are just there to do thieving for the safe cracking. Apparently, if you put this on your toolbar, it won't interrupt skilling. I read that earlier. We can try that out. Not that I'll remember to do it, but it is a thing. I'm just so used to doing things in the actual inventory. Which you'd think after the amount of years that the toolbar has been out that I would get used to it. And if they added the thing where you could choose which option it was doing, I probably would get used to it because there'd be so many more things you could do with it. But also if you didn't have to buy more. Because it always feels like I should just be using them for combat. So let's try this out. 2. Yeah, see, it didn't interrupt it. Very nice. I wish the clicking was the same. Because you can definitely click on items without interrupting stuff, like activating Excalibur. I mean, sure, it's on the right click menu, but it doesn't interrupt anything in combat. Don't know if it interrupts skilling. Alright, well, we're starting to get close to the next thing. We might get lucky and get the correct one this time, but the odds are against us. But one can hope. It's not a super rare chance of us getting this time. How are we doing on our leveling as well? Under 2k XP to go now. Yeah, it's going to turn out that our biggest roadblock is actually going to be the amount of artifacts, rather than getting the level or anything. That is unfortunate. But like I said, we can go back. We need to work on filling up the other sets anyway. The duplicates into the Zerosian guy. That's something we can work on to just get some real quick artifacts out of the way. Hey, look at that. So you can get it. And we got it out of order, right? Because we haven't had 3 yet. The Kintra. Huh. He's kind of like a nice demon. Cyrus. East Candle Chant. There we go. We got special information. Wow, we got lucky. Okay, I mean, it's still a bit of a problem, right? Because we need... Actually, we're pretty close on this, too. What about the imp? Okay. Can't say I expected that. Alright, well, we'll get rid of this. So the question is, where is the material cache for these things? Because we're going to need a lot more. I don't know if I feel like doing this. Material cache, that would be in here, duh. Alright, material cache for Demon Hide is the Northeast Excavation Site. I thought this was the northeast excavation site. I don't see it. Isn't that what they said about the other one, that it was in the northeast excavation site? Alright, well. Obviously it's somewhere. Don't know where. Oh well. I will go look. There's not a dig site down here as far as I know. Right? Only thing down here is hellfire metal. Ooh, box of candles. Did not see that earlier. Okay, we got 3 candles, so guess we replace these candles. Nice. Getting progress here. I don't think we have everything we need for this yet. Obviously, we're missing page 3. Maybe you can get page 1 and 2, and then you can get page 2 and 3. Not page 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. What am I even talking about? Alright. So we got somewhere on this. But we need, like, incantations or something, right? I guess we gotta light them as well. Yes, we light the candles. I'll admit I wasn't planning on doing this, but, you know, whatever. Now what? Oh, so you have to chant over them. So that's where we need the rest of the information for, I guess. So, at least we got that figured out. We're restoring ancient stuff. But yeah, obviously, it's not here. But maybe... Maybe that's not even... Maybe this isn't the... that's named that. What am I doing? I'm going to the achievements. I should just look up what this thing is, because obviously they're using all sorts of areas. This could be... It starts with Hollow. It could be over in Mauritania somewhere. Materials... Yes, I did. Alright, so Demon Hide... The Harrowing... Oh, it definitely says Infernal Source. The Harrowing Northeast Excavation Site. This whole thing the Harrowing Northeast Excavation Site? No, I genuinely see where this is. I would really love if we could get the Demon Hide through other means. Let's look this up. Demon Hide. Material Cache Demon Hide. The Northern Sector. You can find it in Zamorak, east of Zamorak's fortress in the God Wars dungeon. I suppose we can go there. I mean, why not, right? Just let me gather up a key item here. My Zamorak arrow. And then, I guess I didn't need to go here at all. I could have just done this in the first place. I guess I should have also deposited all the crap I currently have, but whatever, we don't need that much Demon Hide. Conveniently, I have this portal here. Alright, so they say east of Zamorak's fortress. Is that just right here? I see some symbols, but I don't see anything where the symbols are at. Ah, here we go. In the snow. I wasn't expecting it in the snow. There we go. I will fill my inventory up with Demon Hide. That should get us enough to make both of these about. Just about that quantity, I think. Of course, we'll probably need other resources, But that is really convenient having this teleport. I should do a price check on Demon Hide, because if it's worth a lot, then I have got the teleport for that, for sure. Obviously, it's not as good as the Eye of Dagon, so don't even need a teleport for those. Got the deposit box right there. Where's the second one? I know there's got to be a second one, right? No? Is there only one? Oh, there it is. I ran by it to get to the first one. Very smart. Yeah, who would have guessed that me having my portal set to Corel would actually be useful in archaeology? I was kind of regretting it, having it locked at that, because it's just so annoying to teleport here and get your prayer drained. Like, if I want to use this portal to go to one of the other God Wars Dungeons bosses, it's very annoying. I don't want to just have to constantly retune it every time I change bosses I'm working on. Although now that I have access to so many different portals, maybe that's more reasonable. Because we will have the max guild portal as soon as we get 99 back. I forget what the requirement for the second Wars Retreat portal is, but I feel like we have it. I just haven't used it because I don't know what long-term boss I would want to have on it. It's a combination of, do I want it on a boss that's annoying to get to, or do I want it on a boss that I'm going to be fighting regularly? And I don't know which I will go for, or which of those bosses I would even choose for that. It is a tough choice. But anyway, very curious what Demon Hide sells for, though, since it appears to be annoying to get. Maybe not, though. Maybe the other location that I can't locate is just further in, and it's super easy. We can only guess on whether or not it is or not. Trying to run out of time, though. I really got to get to this level 40 so that then we can focus. I mean, I could go focus on the other things, but I wanted to finish these. At least one of these. So that then we can go focus on just getting up pure artifact numbers until the end of the stream so that I can become an assistant. Kind of insane how high level you need to be just to be an assistant. I mean, a lot of other skills, like, you see level 30 and 40 content being, like, the best that a lot of people have. You know, like, armies covered in steel armor and stuff. But in this skill, no. This skill, you are barely even a noob at level 40, according to the rest of the world. They only even let you do this because you have special magical powers. Deal with the monolith. It makes sense, though. I never thought it made much sense how NPCs, like, regard things that take you 5 minutes to do as, like, amazing feats. Alright, so we're full up on inventory. Let us teleport back here. We will repair one of these, see what we need for the next one, see if that is reasonable to obtain. If not, we will simply begin on the artifact hunt. Definitely get level 40 really easily, no matter what. Alright, there we go. So what do we need for the Imp Mask? We got enough Demon Hide. We just need leather scraps. We need 5 of. Let me see. Material cache. Where is leather scraps? The south wall of the Slayer Tower. Though that is extremely easy to get to. Heck, I can take my cape teleport since I have it on. Where is he? Mask. No. Askna, I guess? I don't know. That guy. I forget if I pronounced it differently back when I was actually the level to use him. Why am I not... Oh, right. I was wondering why I wasn't surging. I don't have surge on my spots here. That's something I have to fix. Not a high priority fix. I'm not surging much. Right here. Nobody here either. Very interesting. Because I feel like leather scraps are probably used in a lot. Let me see here. They are used in a whole lot of stuff. The highest level item being 111, so not as good as Gold Rune in that regard. Still, they are used in quite a handful of items. I'd say more than a dozen. Many of which are high level, including the Wingsuit V1, which I feel like that sounds like something pretty cool. I don't know. I know there's like other flying related stuff up in the Armadillo area. I don't know if we're actually going to be like gliding around the place to get to things, because that'd be pretty cool, not gonna lie. That would be pretty nice. I'm just gonna get one extra leather scrap because I kind of feel like doing price checks on some of these things. So we will do that after we make my imp mask. Alright, let's get back here. Just kind of curious. This is things like, once this is over, this is over. We'll never be able to see the prices on day 2 ever again. So it's kind of curious just to see what they are like. Just to experience and see if I can figure out anything that is a decent moneymaker that I may wish to check out on my main account. But there we go, level 40. I met my goal for today, just barely. Let's go get that adamant mattock. Why don't we? It feels good to get 40, though. That is a true achievement in this skill. Alright. Adamant. That on there. This one in here. Direct components. Nice. Alright. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn these in before I do something dumb with them. Just giving them to good old Volusia. Yeah, it's definitely doing a bug where it pretends it has selected one and it hasn't. There we go. We're only 2 left on this one. And then we'll get enough chronotes that we will easily be able to get a good amount of upgrades. That's almost enough to get the soil box upgrade alone. So that is good. We've passed the amount to get the, whatever upgrade it was. It's not the precision upgrade. The other one. Oh, the storage box upgrade, which I'm not that excited about. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go look in here. We're going to do a few price checks real quick. EE, we're going to check Eye of Dagon. Dagon. We're going to check these 3 items, just to see what they're like. I'm not anticipating anything amazing, but you really never know. I say this because whenever the smithing rework came out, I was selling mithril items for like 100k each, because, and this might still be the case, I genuinely don't know, but I'm not doing it as a money-making method anymore, so I'll admit it. But because these low-level metal items were needed for clue scrolls, people were buying them and they were desperate for them, and nobody wanted to make them because it takes a few seconds to make smithing stuff now. And therefore you could make hundreds of K off of mithril items on E. Hey, look at that. That means that's probably a pretty good money-making place. Right now, that is not a very good money-making place right now. I mean, it's kind of good. That's pretty decent. Obviously, if you did too much, you might meet demand and lower the price manually yourself. But that wasn't that bad. Anyway, let's get back to it, though. We are quickly running out of time for today's stream, and I still have to do how many, I wonder? Less than 5, I think. Archaeology. Okay, so we have to find 4, but only restore 2. Sounds good. We can go ahead. So, I guess what we really want to look for is the guy in Varrock. What does he need, I wonder? Probably almost everything, right? I guess if we're going for numbers or over quality, we'll just do the low-level stuff first. Because I'm sure I haven't given him both low-level ones, right? Should be pretty fast considering our current status. But we'll find out. Does being level 40 make a big difference for the low-level content? What level is this? Level 5? I thought so. We will find out. I don't think Adamant has a focus upgrade from Mithril. It might, but I think it's still just a focus of 2 on the Madoc. So we'll still get the same soil rate as we would with the previous one, but the higher level should help, and the higher speed. And the fact that this is an extremely low-level area. I wonder how this affects this. Like, can I get Samite Silk at a super high rate now? Because this is a really good material rate on these. It's hard to say, really. I need to watch how quickly this is moving. It seems to be moving almost every time I get XP. That is a pretty good rate. I don't think that is typically the case. More reasonable leveled areas. Who knows? Yeah, I think this will be fine. I think we can find 4 of these without the stream becoming too long. And restoring them will be a piece of cake. We can gather any of these low-level resources really fast. The soil rate is so low that we will probably have enough materials without even really trying. But obviously we don't need all of them to be the low level. We'll have to move on once we get both of those. Almost there. Didn't even have to bank. Okay, so we got the Venator dagger. Can we see from here our progress here? Yes, okay, good. So yeah, we need both. That is what I'd hoped was the case. Yeah, we have everything. That's no surprise. I'm going to go ahead. I will restore this real quick just because we can. We'll store everything while we're at it. And we will see how it goes. Alright, back we go for the second one. If we're lucky, this will be done with the second one. If not, whatever. We have to get 2 more anyway, and the odds of us getting 4 daggers in a row is pretty low. It's not a super rare chance, but I'm not super concerned that it's going to happen. Getting a lot of soil this time around, aren't we? I wonder what that's about. Was it just luck last time? I don't know. Yeah, I forgot to press 2. I knew I would. I can't use action bars. I don't know how. Oh, sit still for a second, time sprite. I don't want to click this much. I wonder if anything new has been discovered in the 4 hours that I've been on here. Let's see. Oh wow, someone got... So this is something I think I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about Big Game Hunter and Dragon Maddox, is that if you get a double or triple encounter... Oh, come on. Yeah, if you get double or triple encounter, you get double or triple Maddox. So a double encounter gives you 2. Because obviously the second one gives you... Well, I guess it's only if it's the second one or the third one that gives you it. Because they double or triple the drops, I guess. So yeah, someone 7 hours ago said they got 660 million GP after 7 tries of Big Game Hunter. So annoying. I killed like 11 or 12 dinosaurs today. Surely that should be enough for me to get 660 million, right? Come on, guys. But I'll probably be going back to Big Game Hunter tonight. At least do a couple runs. I don't know. They haven't confirmed whether or not... They said all dinosaurs give it. They did not say if they all have the same chance of giving it. So I don't know what I should be doing. I've mostly focused on doing Tier 1 and Tier 2 dinosaurs. But I can always do, you know, Pavosaurus Rex. If it has a better chance. If it doesn't have a better chance, I'd rather do the Tier 1 because they're a little less annoying. I have the Arcane Apatosaur pretty much down. Same with Bagrata Rex. Not so good at the higher tier ones yet. Not that I would say I'm that good in the first place, but I'm at least, you know, fairly confident in my ability to run around and not get caught. Even if I get slightly distracted. Look at this person just now getting to this point. Alright. Let's hope for a crossbow this time. On crossbow. Dang it. Come on, I said I wasn't worried about this. Don't prove me wrong, game. I guess I'll keep gathering until my inventory's full before I deposit. Because if we don't get the crossbow, then I'm gonna have to just prepare these daggers. For no reason, really. I guess I could disassemble them. I don't really know. I'll have to figure out what to do with them. I'm not really sure the best use. If I end up having a spare dagger or two. I think we only need to do one more, though. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 more. I knew we were at 23. I don't remember if the 23 was after I did this first dagger or not. I could check, but, you know, I'd rather idly speculate about my own statistics than actually look at them. It's more fun that way. Oh well. You have to get one more regardless, so the luck can still happen. I'm not too confident that it will at this point. It's a 50-50 chance. You either get it or you don't. I'm just looking to see if anyone has figured out anything new that's interesting. Oh. Huh, I just realized April Fool's for RuneScape starts in 1 hour and 9 minutes. I wonder what they're gonna do. I might have to do an episode on that. Whatever they do. Hey, look at that. We got it. Thank you. Randomness gods. There really needs to be a god of RNG in RuneScape. How is there not? I mean, you could say that there is chaotic, not just RNG. There we go. We did it. And we didn't have to make these two yet. Alright, so I guess we'll hop on over to Varrock first to hand these in. Just because I can, and because it'll give us the Chronotes. Probably not enough, though. That's the other thing. We don't have enough Chronotes to buy the upgrade. Dang it. Because I wanted 8K to upgrade my precision. But we're a little short. I don't think we're going to get 400 something from handing these in, because that would be absolutely nonsensical for how low tier they are, and the fact that I'm not giving them to Volusia. But we'll get something, for sure. Something, some small token amount. 50, maybe 100 item, I don't know. 7537 is our current number. Holy cow, that was a lot more than I expected. Do we have enough to make one more dagger? Because if we have enough to make one more dagger, we can... Whatever, I guess that can wait. I'm not going to be doing anything with it. I can't believe they gave 206. A lot more than I expected. Right, anyway, though. We need to head back to... I could have used the thing. I remember it always too late. I could have used thing. Anyway. It looks like you have been working hard and are ready to move up the ranks. You're ready for the ceremony. But you know what? Do it right now. I don't know what I was saying, but... Here we have Kebab, an archaeologist moving up in the ranks. He has demonstrated a quick understanding of what we are trying to achieve here at the Guild. After exploring some of the dig sites we have set up around Gielinor, Kebab has managed to find and restore multiple artifacts from our past. He is continuing to help us understand our past so that we can thrive in the future. I believe Kebab is going to go on to do many great things for us. Kebab, it is the Guild's honor to announce you as our newest assistant. Nice. Something is going on with the monolith. We're going to have to take some time to study this. Kebab, I think it's time for you to manage your own research team and see what you can learn. Honestly, I think it's time for me to stand next to the monolith for a long time, if that does things. Existence. Interesting. So yeah, now we have access to assistant rewards. We have done all the things. We are good. Let's see if we can restore one of these daggers real quick, I guess. Interesting, so that's a friend broadcast for doing that. Not seen any of my friends get it. So no, we do not have enough for any of these daggers. We are short on a third age iron by a large margin. That's not an option for today. Let's see. Right, we need to do the researchers. I know they were saying they were going to tutorialize researchers with an update, because right now it just kind of tells you you have access to research, and then it doesn't actually... But are they over here? I don't think they're in this main building. I definitely want to get them set up right now, if that's the case. Bank in here. All this stuff. Manage research notes. Huh. Okay, so this is a thing we can do there. And it's free. It gives 1k XP, takes 30 minutes, and lets you get more energy from the monolith. So that is pretty cool. What is this about? Oh, I see. So what is the point in having them if they don't give anything? Oh. This is a tutorial, apparently. Alright, and then I guess we just research. That's lame that we can't use it. Why can't I assign it? I have the person. The tutorial going to skip the 30 minutes? Hey, it did. Then I'm okay with it. Alright, so now we have two choices. Oh, and you can choose how long it is. Oh, that is really interesting, but it gets really expensive. Damaged artifacts, rare. Like, do I want to spend that much? I don't know. We can get that. We can do that. I mean, obviously, it could be worth it. You know what? I will do it. So we can look forward to that tomorrow. Alright, that still leaves me with enough chronotes to do something, though. Oh, hey. Got a level. Nice. Now we can use Viridian Skill Champas. Alright, so I guess that is basically it for today. We have obtained our primary goal of the day. We have gotten into the 40s, we've got Assistant, we've got Research going. I could buy the Soil Box upgrade. I don't know if I want to, though. If I do that, then I'll have to wait a long time in order to get the next upgrade. This next upgrade be helpful for getting more stuff, so it's a tough choice. Have to think about it. But yeah, other than that, I guess that is it for today's stream. It has been basically 4 hours at this point. Good progress today. Like I've said earlier, my goal for tomorrow is probably the mid-50s in terms of level. Since it will be a longer stream, I think that the level scaling and all that means that we'll only get that far. It's good. We got, I think, 13 levels today. 12 or 13 levels. I can't really remember where we started. It was the upper 20s, though. So yeah, I think that getting another 12 to 14 levels tomorrow should be entirely reasonable. Heck, maybe we'll get more, maybe we'll get less, I don't know. Just kind of depends what we do. Today there was a lot of learning going on how things work still. Maybe tomorrow I will be a bit more efficient with my time. But I will see you guys then. Bye!